Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Arsenal versus West Ham live stream. And I've got quite a few guys coming into today's stream. I'm here with Vincey, though. And how are you getting on, Vincey? Vincey's still trying to work on his equipment at the moment. But yeah, we are live, guys, and we're waiting here to give you live commentary of the game. Vincey, how are you getting on, bro?
Bro, I'm all good, man. It's a real blessing to be finally here with the family, man, doing the live commentary, man. So enough love, man.
I hear you. No problem, man. We've already got about 10 people watching, so we're gonna corrugate with you guys and give us a chat, man. We've got a Facebook user. This person is online. Guys, if you haven't filled out that StreamYard badge on top of the stream that asks you for permission to show your name, when you send messages to me, if you don't do that, it just says Facebook user. So I don't know who you are. So you'll be put in the comments unless you put that thing where you sign in, which allows Facebook to communicate with our streaming service so we can find out who you are. So at the moment, I don't know. I don't know who you are sending a message, but it is somebody from the Facebook 101 page. So how are you guys doing down there? How are you guys doing? Lots of big things coming up, guys, with this game, and the expectations are really high for both teams, really. Arsenal got off to a stunning start last week against Fulham, and West Ham not so much. And I think for Arsenal, there's been some changes. There's news of a late change to the Arsenal lineup with Kolasinac replacing Kieran Tierney, who picked up an injury in the warm-up. We also know that the captain is there. He's in good spirits, smiling after his 3-year deal. But Arsenal have lost their first home game in the last 5 out of the last 9 Premier League campaigns. And that includes a defeat to West Ham in the 2015-2016 season. So we're not among being disappointed in our first home games. That's something that has plagued us quite a bit. So again, what's going on, Kid Gaming Channel? Hi to you, brother. Curtis, big up to yourself, Curtis. Watch on YouTube. James, big up to you, James. Oh, it was me. You sorted it. Good. Yeah. So, James, as you guys know, when you're on Facebook, you have to sign a waiver, and that allows me to see what your name is. If you don't, then we'll hear things like this. Oi, oi. Again, Facebook user, we don't know who you are because you haven't signed the waiver at the top of the screen. And then another one that says, yes, Vincey. Again, we don't know who you are because you haven't signed into the waiver at the top of the screen. So, guys, we're looking forward to a nice kickoff here. Vincey, before we go into the team sheet, what do you think at the moment? What's your expectations of today's game?
Well, basically, I just want Arsenal to continue in the same fashion as where they finished off against Fulham, really. As I say, in the first half, we had chances and we didn't really capitalize. So, I'm just looking for progression this time. We've got, as I say, we've got players on form. We've got Willian, who's banging in assists there. We've got Abba there. We've got a nice defense there. So we've got a settled midfield. So I'm just looking for consistency, really, with from the first half, and then we can push on from there.
Excellent. And let's welcome Tom to the stream. We are streaming live to 101 Facebook and live to YouTube around the world. So, Tom, how are you getting on? What's your expectations for today, mate?
3-0 to the Arsenal.
Same as me.
3-0.
Me and Tom are going to be naughty today if we get what we want.
I've gone 4-1. I've gone 4-1.
4-1. How you doing, Vince? Are you right?
I'm all good, bro. I'm all good. I'm loving that top you have there, man. I'm loving it.
I enjoy wearing this one, yeah.
Excellent. So we got 18 is saying Tom and Vincey. Yeah, Tom and Vincey, man. Let's get it done, man. Another Facebook user there that has not put their signed the waiver, so we don't know who you are. Frank.
Dropping in, sorry, Apollo. I was dropping in just to say hello. I've got dinner about to be ready, so I'm going to watch you and have dinner. Lisa's here.
Bro, they're cooking dinner in the kitchen, and I've just taken a little bit of a little tiny plate and told my missus that I'm not going to be eating because I'm going to be here doing. But Tom, feel free to come back after your dinner, mate, if you want. Not a problem, mate.
Yeah, cool. We'll do. Gonna have a
Good to
nice
see you, bro.
cider. And,
Nice one, yeah. He's got the cider ready. I'm about to log into the game feed at the moment now.
In a bit, guys.
Okay,
see
take
you in
it
a
easy,
bit, mate. I can't believe this. You're not going to believe this, Vincey. I've got to sign in to my Sky Sports because I updated the app.
Wow.
I'm finished. So I've got to sign in again. This is a nightmare. Right, let's see what happens here. Let me get this. Sign in.
I want to big up the family in the chat though, because as I say, I'm just watching the shows. It's great to interact. Interaction's been great. So just keep the love coming. As I say, I'm here, living the dream of the family. So
I hear you, bro. And yes, I've got into my Sky Go, which was a little bit pathetic because I had to sign in again. The players are making their way on the pitch, guys. And listen, we need a result. And big shout out to, again, Flaming Red Gamer. But what I want to say, guys, is I always try to get you guys to be humble because this is the Premiership. And as you know, you get turned over pretty easily. Look at what happened to Man United today. They were at home at Old Trafford and lost 3-1. And believe me, it was a very convincing win for Crystal Palace, who actually... They've scored 5 goals and let in 1 in the first 2 games, and they beat Southampton last week. So the Palace are looking good. I'm not gonna lie, Palace are looking good, man.
the thing is, it's early days. You know, we're expecting teams to hit form right off the top, and it doesn't always happen. So, you know, you got to literally take your chances in these games. Take your chances, walk away with the victory.
Agreed. So let's go through the team lineup, guys. We've got Holding in goal. Sorry, we've got Leno in goal. We've got Holding, Gabriel, and Tierney. Well, not Tierney because a late injury to him, so it's Klasnach. We've got Bellerin, Ceballos, Saka, and Xhaka in the midfield. So that's a nice little change up. That means that Maitland-Niles has been rested. El Nene's been rested. We've also got Willian, Lacazette, and Aubameyang as the front three. So Nketiah is again on the bench. Nice to see Macy there as sub as well. So that's the team. Who else is on the sub? David Luiz is on the subs bench as well as Pepe. So we've got plenty of the guys who can come in and offer us something new. And for West Ham, it's pretty straightforward for them. I would really just be worried about Antonio, Declan Rice, and is it Fornals? Those are the 3 guys that I'll be a little concerned about. You subscribe to the channel. Yeah, guys, you got to subscribe to the channel. We've got 30 people here now. What's up, everybody, man, who's joining us in the game chat? Let's find out what Arsenal can do today. Bertram should be here, and so Neomis as well. I'm not sure. Those guys are just slightly delayed, but we're going to kick off shortly. And I can't wait for this to go on.
I was going to say, I think it's nice when you can just look at the team and not have any worries about the position. You know, just looking at how we played last year and how we finished. And it's like we've just gone through the team sheet now, and it's like not feeling stressed, not looking and thinking, oh, you know what, he's a bit suspect, you know.
Yeah.
It's another London derby, so it's about guessing the result. You know, it's going to be end-to-end stuff, but we can do this. We can score goals.
Yeah, we've got Bertram joining us as well. What's going on, Bertram? We're about to kick off.
Yeah, I just see my boy Zaha do his thing.
Yeah, big. We were just talking about that.
You know, I'm a Zaha fan, so
big game.
Yeah, so it's good. It's good to have our rival lose early.
And good evening to Curve. Curve is in the house. What's going on? He's saying good evening, Apollo and all Gunners. Let's go, baby. Let's go. What's up to all YouTubers? What's up to you guys? What's up to everybody on 101 Facebook page? We have kickoff, guys.
It's an interesting setup. We have and then he loses his place. That's interesting.
Yeah, I wasn't sure he was going to, but then they got to try and shoehorn Ceballos in. You've paid all that money. Well, they haven't really paid anything because they waived the loan fee.
I don't buy that. We're not playing Pepe, so I don't.
Oh, guys, it's a low. Whoa!
I think there's been a protest in the forum, which is why El Nelly's not starting personally.
I hear you, man.
I see no reason why he wouldn't be starting after the way.
I'm an Nelly fan. I think he's a good player. I think he's underrated.
Yo, Nabil, you should be in here, man. You should be in here, Nabil. What's going on, Victor? Big up to you, Victor. What's going on, my brother? Nice to see you, man.
I need some AC in this place. This place is hot.
Excellent.
1 second.
So I have to get down on my knees.
Yeah, it's not. There's actually still a game thread at the moment on there, Nabil. There's actually still a game thread running, which Mark T and Michelle and them lot are managing. Which sometimes I'm going to be doing the live commentary, which I do for every game now. Sometimes I'm just going to be doing that here directly, so that allows us to kind of congregate as the game goes on. So we're kind of running 2 game threads. For those who want to pay attention to the YouTube channel, they can come in. For those who want to stay on the forums, they can just stay in. How do you jump on? I can send you an invite, bro. I'll send you an invite now, yeah?
I'm 21 seconds into the
game. I'm 1 minute and 44.
Okay, I'll back off then.
Oh, we had this before, man.
I'll back off.
Arsenal are creating all kinds of problems in there at the moment.
It comes from Bellerin. Eased out by O'Connor. Lacazette. Ceballos.
Right, let's have a look and see what's going on here. I'm just trying to let Nabil in, guys, while I'm doing this. Right, let me just send him an invite. Okay.
What's wrong with Tierney, did they say?
He had a slight knock. In the pre-game.
Who kicked him, Ceballos?
That's what I'm saying. Right, Nabil, I've sent the invite off to you, Nabil.
We can't pass the ball. What the hell is happening? Everybody's just passing the ball to the opponent.
Yeah, giving the ball away at a ridiculous time at the beginning of the game. Not good, man. Not good. Not good at all. Ebony did tell me she was coming on, so I'm not sure why she's late. Okay. As I said, I believe Neomis is supposed to be here as well. I don't know what's happened to those guys. Flashing Red Gamer saying everybody subscribe to Flashing Red Gamer. West Ham, look, we can't look. West Ham breaking here and a tackle, great tackle from Gabriel.
We can get around.
It's a great tackle by Gabriel there, man. Also, guys, pardon any noise in the background. I'm still having some work done on my house, so there's going to be a little bit of noise from time to time. Look at this. Arsenal, man. Come on, that's Willian there getting into space, putting the ball in the middle. Too indecisive. And it's Lacazette. Just a little too indecisive.
Lacazette is playing himself off the team. I'm a bit ahead of you. What minute? What's your time?
4 minutes and 15 seconds.
I'm 2:14. I'm 2:14.
Oh, okay.
And West Ham should have scored that.
Yeah, there's a corner from West Ham. The ball ricocheted in the box, and it wasn't.
You're 2:14, Vinci.
Yeah. I'm on a stream. I'm on a stream.
Oh, you're way behind.
Yeah, I'm on Sky Go. And
you're what time, Apollo? You what?
4 minutes and 35 seconds.
Yeah, I'm close to you. I'm a few seconds behind.
Yeah. So, guys, just a little summary of what happened here. Willian and Lacazette linked up in the West Ham box, only for Lacazette to just have his touch fail on him, which we've seen plenty of times before. If he had control of that, he would have had a good chance to have a shot on goal. And then West Ham get a corner, and the ball bubbles around in the box and falls right into the arms of Leno. So no problem there at the moment, guys.
What's your time now, Paul? I think I went ahead of you. I'm going a different stream.
All right, 5 minutes and 15 seconds.
Yeah, I'm ahead of you. Almost by a minute.
Oh, great challenge.
It's a dumb phone.
I'll tell you one thing. After watching the under-23s last night, they both play the same, but the huge difference is that in the first team, they're comfortable on the ball.
Yeah.
And their first touch is so much better. And that's the biggest thing that I noticed after last night's game. What's up, Nabil?
How are you, mate?
All good, bruv. Yourself?
Yeah, man. Good.
Nice.
It's a little bit scrappy for Arsenal at the moment. I tell you, West Ham haven't approached the game too badly. But yeah, Nabil, how are you getting on, mate?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I was paying attention to what Mikel Arteta was saying before the game about West Ham being a bit dangerous, a bit tricky. And that's what you're seeing now. You can't take them lightly. I expect Arsenal to do them, but you can't take them lightly. They're a good side when they want to be.
Yeah, I mean, right now, if anybody watched our Premier League show, we do a Premier League show every Friday night where we talk about all the results, all the teams. We have fans from other teams on that show, and nobody gave West Ham a chance today. But West Ham are a decent team. I talked about the stats, and I said West Ham, even though they lost 2-0, every statistic, they had more shots, more time of possession, more passes, more corners, more everything. They should have had some goals, and they didn't. So they're dangerous.
Well, of course they are. They're not a rubbish team. I expect. I mean, let's face it. You're playing a decent side. I expect them to cause some problems, but look at the forward line. This is Arsenal. So we're just relaxing, just waiting for it all to happen. But I like the way Williams drifted into midfield, though, into the number 10 position.
Yep. Declan Rice just had there's a free kick by West Ham here. Declan Rice had a shot, but it was ricocheted. It was blocked by Ceballos. So West Ham have a corner now, guys.
Okay. What minutes is yours on? I'm watching on Now TV. I just paid a tenner to watch this. My IPTV just packed in.
I'm watching it on Sky Go, so I'm on 7 minutes and 35 seconds.
Okay, I'm way ahead. I'm on like 8 minutes, 12
Wow.
seconds.
What?
8 minutes, 13, 15.
Wow, and I've got Sky Go, and you're ahead of me. Hold on. That's because if I touch this magic button here, then it's probably going to catapult me.
I'm not going to reveal my stream because I don't want to be taken down.
How you doing, Vinny?
I'm all good, man. Yourself?
Yeah, man. Good. You feeling good,
man? It's nice to watch a live game, man. It's been a long time for me. You know what I mean? It's been a long time.
Yeah.
You guys are not going to believe this. I tried to temper with the stream on Sky Go, and it's gone back 30 seconds. I'm finished. Look, I just saw this 30 seconds ago. I'm even further behind than I was before. Sure.
Well, I'm on 9 minutes now. 9 minutes, 5 seconds.
So, guys in the chat, let me hear what your prediction is, man. We got 30 people live watching on YouTube, and we've got 20 people watching live on Facebook. So what's up, guys? What's up, people? What's up?
His last spell from slightly hard last season. I mean, it is a tough run coming up for the Hammers.
Good result of Man United today, eh?
Loving that, bro.
Top result.
Loving that.
Coming up.
The thing is, we got a good record at home against West Ham, so it's we all want goals, but we should win it.
Yeah.
Even if it's 1-0, we should still win this.
So West Ham took their corner. Arsenal dealt with the corner, but they wasn't able to relieve the pressure of West Ham. So West Ham had another free kick, guys, and Cresswell sends it into the box, but the Hammers were caught offside, handing the Gunners a chance to clear their lines, and we kind of need that. Right now, we need to play keep ball, keep possession, and try and calm the game down because West Ham are getting the better of us at the moment.
Yeah, and we're doing that really well. There's William, they're getting the, oh, look at that ball. Oh, William is popping up in the hole there nicely. He is popping up in the hole really nicely. Where's he coming off? He's coming off the left or the right?
Yeah, he's coming. Well, they've given him a free roll, haven't they? Really?
Yeah, he's popping off the right, and he's appearing in the hole. He just nearly threaded through. Look like Adam or Lacazette. You'll have to see that one. You'll have to catch that one up. But we're controlling the game nicely. We're pinning it around nicely. There's a lot of confidence there.
Yeah, it's nice that already with 2 games gone, Tottenham and Man United have already lost the game. Could not have a better start than that, man.
And the thing is, this should give us confidence going into the Liverpool game. You know, keeping our structure.
The Man United losing 3-1 to Palace, though. Jeez.
Yeah, that's a bad one. I don't know what Ollie's kind of Solskjaer's done there, because Bruno was magnificent last season. Coming back last season, didn't really do much today.
Is Donny van der Beek unable to play due to quarantine, or is he?
No, he played. He scored a goal.
He played.
Yeah, he got their only goal, I think.
Yeah, he's a player, man.
Yeah.
He's going to make a difference once he settles in that team.
I think, you know what? It would be interesting to see Donny van der Beek versus Ceballos. I wish we could actually pick up Ceballos for a nice amount. But in that role, if you don't, but then again, we're looking at, how do you say his name? Awa? How do you say it? Awa. Yeah, so obviously he's the one for that position for me. But if you don't get him and you get Ceballos, he's a nice player as well. I think he could give the Beak a run for his money if he gets to run of games and he develops well. But yeah, the Beak is...
His brain, his football brain, you know, he doesn't have to have the ball all the time. He would get himself into positions, you know. He's not flustered, and that's the type of midfielder we need, you know what I mean?
He's a proper Ajax player.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm not going to lie, this is really frustrating to watch. Xhaka, you know I do a Xhaka count every game. Xhaka's given the ball, no lie, 11 minutes gone and Xhaka's already given the ball away 4 times. Oh, my God.
Who's on the... Oh, you're a bit of lag. Yeah, it's Ceballos again. He's doing nice.
I've got a serious lag on mine.
Yeah, mine put me back about a minute. I'm at 11 minutes and 45 seconds now.
Wow. I feel like I should press pause. I've got remote control and press pause and just...
If I was watching it in my front room on my Sky satellite, I'd be well up there. But at the moment on this Sky Go, I'm just lagging a little bit.
I'm going to pause it.
Solid play by Rob Holding there, holding the fort.
We're out of sync.
I
can't believe Xhaka's given the ball away 4 times in the first 11 minutes. What the heck is going on?
No pause. No, this is the Sky Go. The IPTV packed in like 20 minutes before the match. I'm like, I'm going to search for links. I'm not going to do all of that laptop rubbish. Just have to fork out a tenner, mate. Let's get it done.
I hear you, man.
I can't wait to get back to the round. I really can't. No, we look nice. This is Arsenal. I mean, they're just controlling it. We're just passing it around. We just look steady. We look confident. It's nice.
Yeah, I like this little spell that Arsenal's had over the last few minutes. A little bit more composed, a little bit more compact in the midfield. Not trying to progress the ball forward too early, just trying to play keep ball and get everybody to run into spaces. Ceballos has played a nice little ball in there to Willian, but he didn't get on the end of it. But overall, West Ham look a little bit more organised than last week, and that's a plus, I guess. It's a plus for them. Antonio has a shot, and it's easy collected by Leno. Mike T is saying Nabil is a minute behind. The rest of you aren't even close. Bro, that's because you're watching it on your main TV, bro. In my computer room, so I've got to watch it on the slide.
I'm a minute ahead. I'm on 15 minutes, 5 seconds.
Wow. What?
15 minutes, 8 seconds.
Wow.
It's now TV, innit? And I can't pause it. It's not like the streaming. If it was the streaming, I could just pause it. I can't pause it. It's running away with it, but what do I do? Grateful to be watching it, to be fair. What are you watching on, Vinci?
On the phone. I'm watching it on media.
On IPTV?
No.
On
live.
Sky, yeah?
Yeah, it's on Sky.
So what are you on? What's the time for you?
Approaching 13 right now.
Huh?
Man, I'm way behind. Sure, I'm gonna start this thing. I'm gonna reload this thing, man.
Nonsense here.
Trying to find space. I think he can do.
That's better. That's better.
They're just sitting back on us, aren't they?
Right, I'm at 15 minutes and 45 seconds now.
Yeah.
Admin privilege.
Yeah, you know what? But me fasting with it, me fasting with the thing, gonna mash it up.
That's known to happen. That's known to happen.
It's good to see Saka. Good to see Saka in there. So Bowen goes down, guys, in the Arsenal box, but was it a penalty? No. Obviously, he was looking for it, and he fell over Gabriel's leg. Rob Holding was breathing a little hard on that one. He thought that the ref was going to give penalty, but no penalty, guys. No penalty.
I actually thought Ceballos would be playing against Liverpool, so I'm thinking that's probably the reason why he's probably started today, to get him some games.
I think we'll give Liverpool a good game. It's all about this organisation and the effort and the desire. We got the talent to stick them in the back of the net, and we've got the talent to keep them out. I don't know if David Luiz is going to get. He's not playing today, obviously, no.
He's on the bench. Yeah, he's on the bench.
Does anyone know if Thiago would be available for the Arsenal game?
He should be. Mark is telling me I'm still 90. So I'm on 15 minutes and 15. Sorry, 17 minutes and 15 seconds.
West Ham have got a good passage of play going now.
Oh my gosh.
They're knocking it about well.
Bertram is quiet, and I don't like that. Bertram, talk to me, my brother. Too quiet, man.
We're not playing well.
Well, we're not.
Is that Bertram? Is that Bertram?
We're not playing well.
How come the name comes back?
Maybe watching the wrong game, but we're not. I'm ahead actually.
Yo, Bertram, what? Respect me, brother.
Bless. We're not playing. I mean, come on. We haven't penetrated. Paula keep beating up on Xhaka. We're all passing the ball to the other team. Every single player.
Yeah, it's not good.
No, we're not playing well. We're not penetrating. Look, again, that was Bellerin. I'm ahead of you guys, by the way.
I'll tell you one thing.
Bellerin or Ceballos or Xhaka, it's the same thing. He should have played the same team he played last week. I don't know why he changed the team. I don't see a reason to change the team.
Yeah, Bertram, last week, Xhaka and El Neni were playing close together.
Yes.
Okay. And what I'm seeing today, there's too much distance between Ceballos and Xhaka.
Because Ceballos likes to roam. He likes to hold the ball and likes to roam. I thought he would have played the same team today because that team should play against Liverpool next week. You got to play compact against Liverpool. You play wide against Liverpool, they're going to destroy you.
Yeah.
So I don't get the philosophy that he's employing.
Xhaka won't be able to give you the kind of protection you need to get Ceballos moving forward, but that's the difference. Ceballos likes to. He's got to be box to box type. El Neni will sit a bit and play that balanced, identical to Xhaka and spread the play well, which is tight and it's good. This is a bit more risky. It's going to give away more chances, but it should be more adventurous and creative, and that's what you want to see. And plus with Ceballos, you've got to give him a game. You've got to get him. You've just loaned him or whatever.
Yeah, got to get him going, man. Cool K saying Ceballos is the anti-Xhaka. Give him too much space and time on the ball, and he'll mess it up. He also says that Saka has made a couple of nice runs.
You guys will see what's happening. It's a joke. You keep cursing Xhaka. Watch the game. Ceballos is no better. Now it's his first game. It's his first game. So hopefully, it'll get better.
I've always said El Neni's a tidy player. When he's on his game, he's just a very nice, efficient, tidy player. So that's what
we're missing him today. We're missing him because it's not tidy at all.
We don't like fans. Don't like tidy. They like expansive, creative.
Wow.
They don't like security. We're just not playing well. We're making West Ham look better than they really are.
So disjointed.
It is. But you know what, guys? You know who's enjoying this? David Moyes. This is just the way how he wants it.
20 minutes.
So anyone know why Pepe is not on the field and Saka is playing?
Nope.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
I think you know what I've said on the group. I think what you're going to see is that Laka Zet is being given enough rope to hang himself. For me, this is Pepe is not going to play instead of William. I can't see it happening. William's too composed. He's got too much of a footballing brain, too much of a keep possession type guy. He wants him giving away the ball a lot. For me, if Lacazette don't score a lot of goals or he doesn't sort of pull his weight in that front forward line, I think you'll see Alba move in the middle and you'll see William go left and Pepe come in and do a job on the right.
So here's what I find interesting, actually, which is Laka is not playing well, right? He's a good hold-up player. He doesn't have the speed. He doesn't have the stamina. I've been proposing that Pepe plays in the 10 slot, but why don't play in the 9 slot like how we used to see Saha play today for Palace? Because the problem that we're running into is we don't have no creativity up front.
Yeah, I think that's what you're seeing today. I think it's going to get better as it goes on, but you're just seeing William drop into that number 10 role, number 10 slot. Look at him.
Yeah.
Look what he's playing. Oh, well, you can't see now. Look at him now. Look, he's not playing right wing forward or right attack midfield. He's like
he's playing the 10.
Yeah.
Given the setup, he's playing 10 because you have Saka left, you have Laka inside, so he's sort of playing the 10.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not even sure where Saka is playing, frankly.
It's interesting because I am Pepe. I'm a fan of Pepe. I ain't got nothing against him. I just think we overpaid for him. But
yeah.
I'd like to see him on the park. I'd like to see him because he's a real attacking threat.
Ooh, go on. Yep, he's on the slip. Oh, it's a great tackle there. Great tackle. Oh, dear. So, Rice stands out of the midfield to initiate another West Ham attack. If you guys didn't see that, by the way, Williams just got caught offside. Is that William?
I don't know what we do in the midfield. No,
it's Saka. It's Saka. Saka just got caught offside. He had a clear through run on goal, but he was offside just by half a yard. And that was because Bellerin just caught West Ham asleep on that side. He could have got behind there if he timed his pass better.
Arsenal need to pick up the pace at least in the second half because Antonio. What's his name? Anderson ain't even playing.
Yeah.
Anderson ain't even playing. If he comes on some tired legs and he's up for it, you've got to be careful. Yeah, Arsenal do need to turn the screw a little bit.
We're taking too long to pull the trigger when somebody's trying to go in and goal. Taking too long to pull the trigger. You can't wait until the person run and get in the offside position. I'm sorry, I'm ahead of you guys. My stream is ahead.
But listen, remember the golden rule. If we score, I want to see some emotion, man. Don't wait for us to catch up. If we score, jump out your chair.
With that delay thing, we're going to be cheering at different times.
No!
Yeah. Come forward.
You can commentate subsequently. You can commentate after it's
forward.
Here we go.
Fiona with the lick. Fiona unmarked with the lick. Yes.
So Xhaka played a good pass to Saka. Saka rolled into Aubameyang. It looks close. It could be offside. I think it could be offside. VAR is checking.
Lacazette is rising to the occasion, fellas.
Well, we're not sure it's a goal.
He better because he ain't doing nothing else, man.
They're checking VAR. It was close. Alba crosses it. Laka heading to the goal.
I still haven't caught up yet.
Oh, come on. No, come on, please don't.
Oh,
it's a goal.
Finish.
Look at
It's
this.
a goal.
What a finish.
1-0.
Wow.
What a finish.
VAR decided that he was legitimately onside.
Is he onside?
What a finish.
Wow.
Onside to goal, yes.
He's giving it.
Look at the ball.
By the way, Apollo, that play was started by Xhaka. Just for your information.
That VAR.
Since you and African Guna kills him all the time.
You don't know how it's going to go.
Man just gave away 4 or 5 passes in the first 15 minutes.
That's the way. Sabias gave away 3. We're not cursing Sabias, though. He gave away 3.
Yeah, we're cursing him. We're cursing
No,
that
we're
brother
not.
out.
No, we're not. We're not cursing any of our players because we're winning. We only curse them when we're losing.
Right, guys. So that's fantastic. What a great finish.
It's a brilliant ball by Aubameyang, who normally doesn't provide a lot of assists. So
I've been watching Saka, and I think, I've heard a lot of guys. Damien Murray is one. He's been very vocal. I think Martin, is it Craig? Craig's been very vocal about it as well. They've been saying Saka deserves a first team berth, and I think he might just deserve it. That's the second time I've been involved in a
what a finish!
Very involved. That pass from, I think it was Saka. That final pass from Saka, the through ball for.
It was Saka. It was Saka.
Yeah, it was in, yeah. Yeah.
I think what Saka has, he's very composed under pressure. Unlike some people, like Nathan Miles will make bad pass under pressure. Saka does take his time and make the good passes. Williams is not having a game like that.
Maitland-Niles was dead-eye last week. Don't talk like that to my boy, man. He was dead-eye last week, brother.
Yeah, I like both of them, man. But I think Saka if this is how we're going to play, he might deserve a first team spot, mate. He's proven himself now. He's got the maturity.
One thing we can see now, we're not going to show what the team look like week to week, frankly.
And that's the good thing, because at the end of the day, it's like whatever team goes out there can perform. And that's the main thing. Saka, he stepped up today. Next week, he may be on the bench, may come on sub, but whoever starts,
he's composed, man. I think he might deserve a start. I see what the guys are saying now. They've been very vocal about it, and I've been like holding back because what it is with those guys. I don't want them to be not thrown in at the deep end, but I don't want them to be continuously first team, and then they have a couple of bad games, and then the confidence just goes, and they start to regress and go downhill. That's the thing with development, and I've seen that with the young guys, and I don't want that to happen to Saka. So I want it to be gently carefully brought through, but he looks so composed. That final ball there was lovely.
Yeah, the problem is, though, the other team has been winning, right? So if you think about the last 3 games against top teams, whether it's Chelsea, Liverpool twice, City, the team he's been playing has been winning. Yeah. So it's hard to force Saka in there when the team you're playing is doing well. But there are good people on the bench. It's good to have that problem with good quality on the bench.
I'm pleased with Laka because at the end of the day, he's got to get in the goals.
Yeah,
and
that type of goal.
But I think he's a brilliant hold-up player. His problem is he doesn't have speed behind, can't get behind defenses, nor does he have the stamina to play 90 minutes.
Yeah.
So, guys, let's summarize that one. If you're just joining us, there's another attack from Arsenal here with Saka on the left-hand side. Saka's getting really involved in the game on the left-hand side. It goes out for a goal kick. So the chance was created by Xhaka in the midfield. The ball comes straight through. Aubameyang picks it up on the left. And look, man, he's been a facilitator this season. He crosses it in, gets the assist. The header from Lacazette imperfectly just nods it in front. I mean, it was no goalie could have saved that, man. He had everything. He got his neck right behind it. The ball just bulleted into the top corner of the net. And it was on VAR for margin offside. And it wasn't given. Arsenal are 1-0 up, guys.
Has anybody got
no idea what? Can somebody tell me what formation we're playing? I'm clueless.
I have got no clue, mate.
I have no idea.
It's nice.
Because I see Saka and Aubameyang picking up positions.
3-4-3.
It's like a free. It's like a
I
free.
don't know. It's not a 3. It's not a 3-4-3.
It's like a 3-4-2-1. Saka comes up.
Maybe Saka is playing like a Maitland Miles, but he's playing further forward than that.
Oh, here we go. Oh, Saka, keep it down, son.
Has anyone got Aubameyang as captain?
I have. Yeah, I have.
You got a nice little assist there.
Yeah, I got a nice little assist there. Again, we've got a message. Aubameyang's fourth touch of the game. He's crossed to Lacazette for the goal. Pretty much Arsenal's first decisive attack of the game. Thank you, whoever you are, because you haven't filled in your waiver on Facebook, so I don't know who the message is from. But thanks. Solid message. Thank you very much. Mark T is on it right now. Mark T is on it.
Comment on it, though, can I?
What's that?
I gotta say big shout out to Mark Ellis.
You put the comments.
Big shout out to Mark Ellis in
the
forum. You know the photo you put of Ozil earlier on.
Yeah.
I said I was daring Arteta to start him, so he went and he went and scratched out.
Where's Jay Lewis?
Lacazette up front and put Ozil.
Jay Lewis.
No, I think Ozil is retired, isn't he?
He's a big fan.
He's retired. He's retired. He's getting severance.
We've got another. Vincey, who's sending these messages? Because they haven't filled the waiver, so I've got no idea who's
I
talking
have
to the
no
live
idea.
commentary team.
Some bad behaviour going on.
Arsenal have only failed to score in 3 of their last. I wonder if that's Michelle, because Michelle loves her
Yeah, she likes
stats.
the stats, don't she?
Yeah, you know,
It has to
only
be Michelle.
it has to be because only me and Michelle be putting stuff like that up, so it has to be Michelle. Yeah, I thought so. Look, Mark said it was Michelle. I thought you'd recognize family. I do, bro. I do, man. That's why I called her out. Love you, Michelle. How you doing, cuz? Hope you're enjoying the live commentary, man.
Good evening, Ebony.
Hello, Vincey.
How you doing?
Hi, guys.
Hiya.
You
Hey,
good?
Ebony,
Hey,
3
Ebony, how
guys
you
have been calling out for you on the stream. Fiona's
Who?
got a nice. 3 guys have been calling out for you on the stream, and Fiona's giving you a nice little smile there.
Hi,
Fiona,
Fiona.
what's going on, girl?
I take it
We
one of
need
them's
another
number 18.
18.
No, is he on today? I can't see him. No, I haven't seen any messages from him at all today. So I don't think he's on the stream.
So after shaping up for a long run into West Ham.
Well, the good news is that Man United lost 3-1.
Yeah,
Big
we're
news.
loving
Big
that.
news.
Bad news is Everton are looking dangerous. Everton are looking dangerous. We've got to pay close attention to them.
When do we play them?
I don't know, but
In about 4 weeks. 4 weeks.
they're looking serious.
Their defense is not that great. They're good. The midfield is their stomach is good. Their core is good. We're 4 very good midfielders, but defensively they're still lacking.
Yeah. I don't know what the defense is like, to be fair, but I know the midfield and attack is looking very dangerous.
Yeah. The midfield is very, very good.
The corner to West. That's a throw into West Ham, and that is easily dealt with.
Here's the thing. There was a
crossing coming in.
conversation today about Aubameyang having his best season right now
Yeah.
at Arsenal. And I think his best season when he was at Dortmund, I think he got about 16 assists. So I'm wondering, is 16 assists in this Arsenal team, would that count as a really great season for Aubameyang if he scores, say, 25 goals?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But that's what I'm saying, 16 assists.
Yeah. And 25 goals.
You know what I mean? He doesn't
That's not in
really,
this world.
you know, today was great that he's assisted, but to get double figures for Aubameyang, you know, he's got to have to do some serious work
Yeah.
to do that.
I mean, getting all
I
them
think he
goals
needs
and all
to
them
add to his
assists.
game more.
That's on the level of Henry right there. Samuel, what's going on, bro? Big shout out to you. 18 is saying, I'm here just listening to you guys in the background. I feel better now that my Nubian queen is there. You'd be surprised. A lot of people inbox me and message me to say, when we're on doing the commentary, they're watching the game and listening to our commentary and they've got the TV commentary turned off.
Wow.
You'd be surprised. I get a lot of that going on.
Yeah, that's what I was saying today, actually. I mean, when you're having a tight game and you've got, like I said, Aubameyang over out on the left wing forward position, he's not like a natural wing player like that to have composure on the ball, but he done it today. You can't argue.
I actually prefer him up front, Aubameyang.
That's
He just doesn't. I actually prefer him doing that than cutting in, because I think he just produces more if he's at the front.
Yeah.
And I think the key is if he does triangles, whoever's on that left or on that right, if you do triangles, you're going to create that shot that you're going to get naturally anyway. And that's the versatility of having Abba at the top.
And that's the thing. That's why I think he's working well with players like Saka and Ainsley Maitland-Niles as well when he goes over to the left. Because when he comes in, as he comes into off the left into the more central positions, those guys take up that flank position better, and they can play out there definitely, especially Saka.
Look what they're doing. That's the 6th long ball in the last 2 minutes. Arsenal look relaxed since the goal, and West Ham have been starting to go long, which isn't a good sign for them because we have Holding and we have Gabriel in there who are monsters when it comes to clearances, and we're just repelling everything that comes back. Moyes going to a long ball tactic after being 1-0 down. Where have I seen that before?
I'm trying to see who's really stood out for us in this half. It's
Leeds involved in another 4-3.
it's a tough one.
I think it's just been really organised. No one's standing out in any way. It's just been really organised and calm. You can just see like they're not flustered at all. They seem very confident. I haven't seen that sort of approach from them in a while.
I think I'm going to have trouble picking my favourite 5 today.
Chelsea against Liverpool from 4.
Ooh, okay, guys. There's an Arsenal handball. Gabriel looked to have handled the ball in his box.
This right.
It's okay.
And handled
VAR
it.
says fine.
VAR overrules it. So how's that for consistency?
What are you on? What's your time?
37 minutes.
What? How does that work?
37 minutes.
How have you overtaken me?
Mark T is saying we're still way behind, man.
I'm on 30, just coming into 37 now. I've just hit 37 now. But you was behind. How did you get ahead?
Because I just turned it off and restarted again.
Admin privileges.
Ahead of the game, yeah?
That was all ball to hand.
Are we doing VAR now? We're not.
With that decision.
We're starting to play better. Someone played one.
So Alexandre Lacazette has scored his 50th goal for Arsenal, guys, in all competitions, becoming the 4th Frenchman to reach this tally after Thierry Henry, Robert Perez, and guess who the next one was?
Wiltord, no.
Olivier Giroud.
Giroud, okay. Giroud.
Yeah.
No, nobody thinks about Giroud for some reason. I don't know why.
We had a big thing on him last week, Bertram. We had a big thing on that man last week. Arsenal looking a little bit more relaxed, pinging the ball about, trying to keep possession at the moment.
They need to stop that.
Nowhere near on the level of Fulham last week, though.
That to me is complacency.
Oh, come on.
Hey, man, it's hard to get that Wenger ball going, man.
Yeah, come on, William. I need to see you do more in that hole. He's popping up there. He's getting on the ball. He's not being creative as much as he could be. Might want to run with it a bit as well.
Sitting back today, isn't he?
Yeah, he's finding the right positions, but I think he's just a bit easy with it. Needs to take a bit more risk. Okay.
Depends on the he's on the feature, but I know that
Looks like the VAR being a bit friendly to us today.
Good to see Bellerin getting into advanced positions on the right-hand side there. Willian just really hasn't had the ball. I think the key for West Ham, guys, is to shut down Willian. We do this against Man City and Liverpool. We've shut down Fabinho. We've shut down...
Yeah, nice ball. That kill.
Didn't seem to be much.
Yeah, some good play.
Yeah, we've seen where Arsenal have shut down the pivot man. Looks like West Ham are trying to do that to us. And that's why we lack the fluidity today. We lack the movement. And we lack that combination of getting the ball into the final third. So,
unlucky.
You've got to put it down to West Ham. You've got to put it down to West Ham, guys.
It's a nice play. Who do we think played better, Ceballos or El Neni?
El Nene for me.
El Nene for me.
I'll have El Neni right now.
He's not the answer. He's not the long-term answer.
I know you said that.
I think we have to buy. I think we have to buy the long-term answer because Ceballos, he's not that. Even though in 2 years, he's still not that.
Fredericks gets the yellow card.
Oh, who's this? William, eh? Trying it. Well played.
Bally's saying, actually, this guy, Willian, is incredible. He is. That's the reason why they're pivoting him out of the game. If you get rid of the guy who's the most creative guy on the pitch, if you double him and put bodies on him, you literally stop Arsenal from playing, and that's what we're seeing here today.
Right on the edge of it. Another one that is of course open to interpretation, although it shouldn't be.
Yeah. I
The
think
question is, guys, the question is this the template for teams to play Arsenal in the future? To shut down Willian and force Arsenal to have other avenues of creativity?
is that what you think they are doing?
No, we have players. We have Saka. We have Pepe. We have players who are creative. Maybe not in the middle of the park, but out wide. I don't think West Ham is doing anything special. I think we just play. We're not playing well.
Yeah, I think
It's not that difficult to make a 5-yard, 10-yard pass. We're making bad passes without pressure.
Yeah, we're making it easy on them as well. But at the same time, they are targeting to take him out of the game. It's a good tactic.
I just don't think William is playing that well. I think he's playing okay. I don't necessarily think he's a target. He's just not. Last week he was dominant. Today he's okay.
Many of those on the bench today see Andre on the left.
fair play. I mean, I think it was a similar story up until the first half against Fulham. We weren't fantastic. I think it's pretty much a similar story, you know. Maybe see something more on the second half. I think the idea is to be tight, and you know how we've been, not look vulnerable, or you know. I think that's the idea, and that's what we're seeing. He's picking up the ball now. He's in the hole again.
Too much underachievement.
There you go. I'd like to see him run off the players.
Part of the problem is we're getting so much time on the ball. It's a little bit strange. It's counterintuitive, which is we're getting time, but we're not making the right play. So when you play in a team that's as competitive, you play quicker. We're not playing quickly.
I'm wondering if we're just playing through the gears. We're not really in a high.
It appears that way.
Yeah, but just cruising through the gears and keeping straight, keeping tight.
I mean, at the moment, we should feel kind of relaxed. We've got the goal. We've got the lead. There's a Klasnach there making a run into the box, but like a headless check-in, nothing really happens when you're doing that without any insight.
It was 1-0 at half-time last week as well.
Yeah.
He's done a good job of it, but
I'm happy with where the game is going heading into half-time. I can't, after the way we've started, we just haven't played well at all.
they haven't spent money. Manuel Pellegrini, he was back to the hill, wasn't he? It was about not to work out anything like that.
Here's the thing. Xhaka's contract expires June 2023.
No, he
Sell
doesn't get a
him.
new contract. Sell him.
So when would you sell him?
Sell!
After a few
I'll send him straight away.
for making the most of players.
But
Someone will buy.
Arteta's going to keep him at least this season.
And then sell him next season. Then we'll have, 2 years?
Yeah, you're talking if you get Party or Aura. You ain't selling him without the cover.
And that's the problem we've got, because Ceballos, he's probably not going to go on another loan, and we probably won't be able to afford him. So
Oh, yeah, he'll have a year left on his contract at the end of this season, mate.
who's that? Ceballos?
Yeah, Ceballos.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he'll have literally no market value at all.
Yeah, he's only
So
about
do you
20
think
million.
would you pay money for him?
He's only about 20 million.
He fits the system really well. It's what Arteta, if he wasn't an Arteta player, then he wouldn't be here at the moment now. Mark has come in with some really bad news.
West Ham has scored. We have been awful.
Mark said that. Oh my God.
See, we lose the ball. This is the old Arsenal. The old Arsenal where we lose the ball and our middle is wide open.
I'm not
Look at this.
complaining
We
with
lose
the
the ball,
scoreline.
our middle is wide open. Where's Ceballos?
I wanted 4-1, so I'm not complaining with the scoreline. Got no
That's
problems with that.
poor. That's poor.
Not before
Come on,
half
Holding.
time.
That's your mark, Holding. Yes, your mark.
Second half, we're going to come out then, man.
Don't worry, guys. There's still time to score another goal.
Not
Second
before
half, we're going to come
half-time.
out then, man.
Look at that. Look at the space the West Ham have got in the midfield. They've got
It's terrible.
3 players running on
Absolutely
2.
disgusting.
Ball gets played in the slip. It's crossed, and Antonio just gets in front. I think he gets in front of Holding.
We have been awful.
This is
No,
what
Saying
happens when
that,
you
we have not
relax.
been good. But look, not a bad pass. We just turned the ball over for no reason. It's crazy.
That ball should not get past Gabriel. You got to pay attention to the ball, mate.
Yeah, let me see.
This is what happens when you get too complacent. And we've been complacent in this towards the end of the
Yeah, I think so too. We've been sound up until now. We've been completely.
Gabriel could have done better to get a block on that.
I think he picked the wrong team. That's what I was saying. I don't know how you have a team last week which played well and you bench a player for what? To bring in somebody else? And then it should be on the field. I'm telling you, it makes no sense to me. Saying that from day one.
I think Gabriel could have done better than getting a block on that, but then he got in front of Holding as well.
Yeah. That's Gabriel's ball.
So if you missed that, guys, it's Arsenal 1, West Ham 1. West Ham break with 3 players over flood the right hand side. Fredericks then looks up and slots the ball in to Antonio, who gets in front of Rob Holding and slots it in. It's a nothing goal on the counter attack, and Arsenal just the midfield. Where was the midfield on that counter attack?
That was like their first proper attack. That was the first time they actually even looked like they was encroaching our box, and they scored.
Yep.
But this is what you didn't see last week.
That's what Arsenal do. They get too complacent. It's just like, you're playing West Ham.
But look, Nabil, you were saying, in that midfield, Xhaka was there on his own. Ceballos wasn't there. Last week, you weren't seeing that much. You wasn't seeing that one-on-one in that middle.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. We've got to...
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that's the thing. I mean, I've been looking and I've been impressed at the way we've just looked solid and just confident. And I think that's the thing. Where we may not be so threatening in attack and so creative in attack, we just look solid as a team. We just don't look like we're going to leak something like that.
Yeah.
And then all it takes is just one lapse. And
West Ham is beyond poor. I mean, it's very frustrating watching the game, giving a goal to West Ham, who's just not a good team.
But Arteta said it in the beginning, in his press conference or in the interview in the beginning. He said West Ham are that type of team. They're a bit dangerous. Like, he'll be playing them just like this for whatever, and then it just takes one break from them, and they can be dangerous.
That's a good comment there, Apollo. Someone was talking about Xhaka's injury last week.
I'm just going into those. I'm just about to go into summarise them now. Sorry, if you hear babies crying in the background, sorry about that, guys.
You have a young one?
No. I went to see my grandkids today. I went to see them in Harrow. So, guys, Purple Harmony is just saying Xhaka looks like he's been shackled, can't move, maybe still injured from last week. He can't move because he lacks range and mobility, mate. That's just him. I liked what he did. I liked what he did in the makeup of the goal. But to be honest with you, completely honest, our ball retention, it just illustrates how bad our ball retention is. Xhaka and Ceballos have been terrible in that regard. West Ham just sliced through them. There was nothing in the midfield. It was like Moses just going across the split sea there. It was open. We were exposed. And we didn't defend it well. It's quite.
Ceballos need to go back and start fighting Nketiah again. Maybe we'll get back.
Kuke saying that was coming. hate ending the half with that. Arteta's going to set the boys right. I think what Arteta was able to do and how he was able to manage these problems was when we had the water break. Now you don't have a timeout. You don't have a 20-second NBA timeout. So it's very difficult to manage these things as you go along. We kind of missed that. D is saying, I'm watching the game halftime, Xhaka and Klasnich backing off, baked goal. Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. When you don't have that range,
guys, come on, stop blaming Xhaka. Xhaka was running back. What do you mean backing off? Why does Xhaka always get the blame? The play started way on the left side of the field. Guys. The play started in the left side of the field on the opponent's half. Xhaka is on the right side of the field. Ceballos got beaten. He was out of the play completely. Don't blame Xhaka for a goal.
I can't blame Xhaka in that situation.
Yeah, we don't blame Xhaka for something. We can't blame Xhaka because we don't have food to eat, or we don't have water to drink, or we're not running fast. Don't blame him for everything. Come on.
I've got to call you out on that one, Bertram. The two comments actually mentioned both two players. D mentions Klasnich and Xhaka, and the other one was from Ceballos and Xhaka. So they weren't singling Xhaka out. They was mentioning other players as well. You got to call it out how you see it, bro.
Xhaka is not even close. They just saw the replay here in NBC. Xhaka is not even that close to the play.
But that's the whole point. He should be. Yeah.
Why? He's not Superman.
Because look, the ball comes overloaded on the right side through the midfield. There's 3 blue shirts running into our area.
Where was Saka?
Not one red shirt.
Where was Saka?
Saka's on the. It's a counter attack. So where do you think?
Exactly. No. You answer my question. Saka is playing where Amen plays. He plays where Amen plays. He's playing the wing back. Where was he?
No, look. Forget the wing back. We're talking about holding midfielders. There's 2 holding midfielders that you have. Yeah, they're in the center circle managing the game. West Ham's breaking with 3 blue shirts and no red shirts at all. The floodgates are open.
Apollo, the thing you've got to look in, where that ball with that 1-2 was played, Bellerin was out of position, Willian was out of position,
because it's a counter attack.
Exactly.
Those 3, yeah. And if you stop and you think you've still got Laka in front, you can't have too many mans going forward in that situation.
So you've just answered my question. So that's why I said if you're too advanced forward, that it's about defensive aptitude. That's what it's about. If you're too far, this is the Wenger days we're talking about, where everybody bombed forward and didn't care about what happened behind. We got caught. We got caught on the counter.
You never see us get caught when Amen is playing on the left side. He always finds a way to get back. Saka didn't get back. Saka was way upfield. Aubameyang wasn't in the play. You're talking about counter attack. So that means you have Xhaka and what's his name on the left, Kolasinac. It's 2 against 2. If you commit and you get beaten, what happens? Holding should have been. Look, he's gonna get. Antonio's in a bully. Whoever is marking him anyway. But you could blame any one of 10 players, frankly, even the goalkeeper.
I'm with Purple. Purple is saying we need El Nene back. You hit the nail on the head, my brother. You hit the nail on the head, my brother.
That's like you say we need Ozil. It's funny. When Ozil doesn't play, we need him. When he plays, we're like, rubbish, get off the field.
We need
the same concept.
Back, man.
We just need to play better. We have good players on the field. We just need to play better.
I think D-Dubs hit the nail on the head there. I didn't like Kolasinac in the starting lineup. To be fair, you just.
But Kolasinac is not a defender, right? He's just. I think he should actually play Amen there. Actually, I'm not sure why he played Kolasinac.
Yeah, that was a bad move, brother. That was a bad move.
Kolasinac can only defend Ozil. The only thing he can defend is Ozil, nothing else.
The thing is, today we look vulnerable through the middle because we have Ceballos and he's pushing forward. And last week that wasn't happening with El Nene. They had to go down the flanks.
I hear what you got to say.
There it is right now. They're showing the goal on replay, and you can see nothing. It was just like floodgates open.
No. For me,
no. That goal should.
I think the problem there lies in, as I said, look at Gabriel. You can see he was just about to throw out his leg left to block.
Apollo, for me, it's not the midfield. For me, that's football. You're going to get that time when you get sort of encroached on by the attack. For me, you've got Kolasinac trying to stop that ball from coming over. For me, he's got to stop that ball from coming over. For me, if that's Tierney, the ball don't come over. Yeah, if that was Cole in his heyday, that don't come over. But he got past Tierney. He got past Kolasinac. But then you've got Gabriel, and you see him running, and you see him turning back to say something to Holding. But that little second takes him out of the play.
That's right. Yes, I was just about to mention that. But
comes over, he can't make it. If he keeps focus and he's in line with the ball as he's running back. But at the same time, I'm not even moaning because at the end of the day, we know he's young. He's just playing his first couple of games. We're going to have mistakes. As long as the overall feel of the defense is more solid, for me, I'm okay. I'm not going to start killing people for that. I mean, he's a new player. You expect that. He's got to get used to. He's got to get up to speed as well. Like I said, he's only what is he? 21, 22?
Yeah.
Yeah. My only concern is Arteta has the Wenger syndrome when it comes to making changes. We'll see what happens. He's 70 minutes and above. He's not like Marino who pulls off what's his name last week at halftime. Some managers make decisions quickly. Others will wait and give the player a chance to redeem themselves. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So if you had to make a change now, Bertrand, what would you do?
I'd pull off Ceballos. I just don't think he's fitting in today. I think last week we played really well. We're really compact. We looked impregnable last week. So why would I change that construct? maybe change people up front, but not in the middle of the park. When
Yeah,
the
he's
two
not
players are
playing
interacting
well,
really well, no, I wouldn't have changed that.
Yeah, I'd make 2 changes. Tierney's not on, is he?
And I think the key thing is because of
Tierney's
Elneny's
injured.
range and the way how
Tierney's
he's
injured.
moving the ball, you still have he doesn't run with the ball so he's not going out of position and then making a pass.
Yeah, what he also does really well is he gets to the ball pretty quickly. He glances, so he sees left and right. He knows where he is on the field, and he knows where the pass is going. I don't want to make Elneny out to be some, absolute gem as a midfielder, but he does what is required.
Yeah,
it's what you need in this game. You don't need some De Bruyne to play in his position. Today, you just need to make sure you don't give up any goals. Because you know you're going to score.
I wouldn't have made any changes from last week.
Exactly.
It's the first 2 games of the season. I'd play the first 3 games, the team that I set out. Let everybody get a bit confident, get a bit stable, and who's coming through, come through. But I wouldn't have changed anything. But then again, if you've got injuries, you've got injuries. But for sure, Elneny would have started for me.
I just think he believed that he doesn't respect West Ham, no matter what he says as well. So he played a more attacking team. When he plays for Liverpool and in Man City, he plays very defensive. Amen is in the team, and then in the team, very compact. So the first thing is protect your goal. Then you know what? He hopes his front 3 who are good enough will score. Today, he plays Saka and he plays Ceballos because he wants more attacking. And he doesn't respect West Ham's offense.
So Tony's saying here that Holding sees Antonio and doesn't communicate with Gabriel. Doesn't or can't? He probably shouted something, and Gabriel doesn't speak good English at all. I think it was probably both of them. If you can see, we've got a 3-man back line there, and they're all quite level. I just think Gabriel, you can see Gabriel thinks about sticking his left foot out to block it, and he doesn't. He kind of hesitates, then he doesn't. Holding just doesn't get in front of Antonio, allows Antonio to get ahead of him, and then he's got first touch of the ball. Yeah, I mean, you can throw a lot of mistakes back there, but at the end of the day, it was a counter-attack, and we just weren't ready for it, man.
I would just say this, though. Antonio is very hard. You can't bully Antonio. Antonio is a bully. So when he's in the box, it's going to be hard to move him.
He's a good player.
I asked Tierney last year when Tierney pulled out his arm trying to wrestle with him. It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
So,
another Armand Traore. Mark T says,
Traore's arm get pulled out. Antonio doesn't get injured that way.
Mark T says no solidarity with Ceballos rather than Elneny. Saka also offers less defensively than Ainsley. Actually, that's a good point. If we had a platform, players like Willian can shine. Without it, we don't look like a top half team, much like a top 4. Tierney is better in both directions than Kola, and that's where the goal came from. But the cornerbacks weren't impressive. I think overall, guys, we've got to remember that Man United got taken to the sword at home today, 3-1. And you've got to look at West Ham. And as I said to Ian yesterday in our show last night, don't matter what happens with Fulham, don't matter what happens with any team. This is the Premiership. You can't predict easy wins. It just doesn't happen. Otherwise, they'll send you home with your tail between your legs. That's what this league does. It's not the Scottish League. It's not La Liga. It don't work like that. It's not the French League. This is the Premiership. Teams will turn up and roll you over.
Well, I think what happens today is I watched the Man U Crystal Palace game. So Crystal Palace beat them at home last year, right? Crystal Palace is a very good defensive team. And they're playing counter-attacking football. And Ayew and Zaha, Eze, what's his name, who was at Tottenham. All these players are good attacking players. And Man U defense is not the best defense. Their defense is not good. And they don't have Wan-Bissaka today. So I'm not surprised by the results. I had the game drawing 2-2, but I'm not shocked about it.
You had it on 2-2.
Yeah, look at my I typed it on the feed. I didn't expect him to beat Palace. I think, look, I'm a big Zaha fan, and when you guys say Zaha on that defense, it's not a fun day for them.
You know what? I'm gonna go back and check your predictions, man, because you're on it this week, bro. I'm gonna go back and check your predictions. KG is saying, why isn't Klasnach? Why is Klasnach in over Niles? My brother, that's what we're trying to figure out right now.
He's playing centre back, isn't it?
That is a good. Yeah, I think Amen can play anywhere apart from maybe in the center.
Tony's must be thinking about Liverpool for the formation next week. Oh man.
Yeah, but the formation for Liverpool is a team that played last week.
Yeah,
The thing is, right? This is
And the
still
players.
a London derby, so it doesn't matter if it's West Ham, it's Fulham. These teams are going to turn up just because it's a derby. Yeah,
Vincent, they're not good. Vincent, they're not
It doesn't
good.
matter.
You know,
It doesn't matter.
They're not ready.
It's a derby.
Vincent.
It's their cup final.
No, I agree, but quality should come out in the end. I mean, I'm very disappointed of your play.
But we've got to show our quality. We have to show our quality.
Nah, Saliba?
Yeah.
No, I don't know what's happening with Saliba, actually.
Saliba, I do. Saliba played in the under-21s 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So he's saying he's not ready then? He's saying he's not ready.
No, Arteta's saying that he's not ready. Arteta's saying
not
that
ready.
That's what I'm saying.
he's saying he's not ready because of the style of the league, the pace of the league.
Yeah.
Arteta's saying he's not ready for those reasons.
And remember, he was injured as well, so he's not ready yet. I saw him last night. He played well, but he's not ready yet. He's not ready yet.
I think West Ham has snuffed out a little bit of a weakness within this setup.
Have you made any changes?
I don't know why he feels the obligation to play Ceballos. I think Ceballos should sit his butt down on the bench.
I told you there's a mole in the forum, man. All those fans complaining about Ceballos and El Nene. Arteta's listened to him and just mess up the team sheet, man.
Listen, Sporty's saying Klasnach is a disaster at back three. Brother, we knew that thing. We knew it. And then when he comes on, he disappoints with the quickness. Yeah, we know that, man. Man ain't messing around there. Aaron, big shout out to you, my brother. What's going on, bro? And,
guys, seriously.
Listen, love to the little baby girl as well, Aaron. Love to the little baby girl.
But guys, seriously, what's really gone on with Kolasinac? Since he came, the guy's just gone downhill.
Yeah, I think
Downhill.
he's only good in a wing back system, notoriously in a 4-2-3-1, and that was fine under Wenger. But since then, systems just haven't worked for him. The formations have never worked for him since Wenger left town, and he's just been a liability. I'm a big fan of the players, but systems don't work for certain players. You know, I mean, look at what happened with Walcott, banging goals in left, right, and centre. System changed. The Ox took his position, never got back in the team, and was sold. Walcott can't play in a system like this, regardless of how many goals he scores. He can't defend. And I've talked to you guys for the last year about Pepe. And what have I said to you? One thing: Pepe can't defend. I've said it so many times, I can't say it anymore. And that's the reason why Willian was brought in. That's why Reece Nelson got the start over him at the beginning of last season. Because, you know, those are the things that the player has to develop. And he hasn't developed that yet.
But that season that Pepe was on fire, he wasn't required to defend.
Agreed.
That's the key thing. We bought him for his attacking qualities. And
So
when
guys,
he's on the pitch, he's not being pushed to play in that way. That's my concern.
I'd like to see us change formation, to be fair. I'd like to see us go for a 4-2-3-1. We've got the players. And I think it just feels more secure for me. And
I think he's just a bit concerned with the back four. We've got so many injuries there. Mind you, Pablo Mari is back next week.
I think they're not secure.
Oh, Saka has a shot in the penalty area, which is blocked. Guys, so we're underway. Lacazette took a knock at the beginning of the second half, and he hit the floor, but he's fine. But the ball breaks. Aubameyang chases it down on the left. He cuts it inside to Saka. Saka hits it first time. Declan Rice gets the block. It's the Arsenal corner.
Those challenges hurt, man.
You need to slow it down by about 20 seconds.
Yeah, I'm on 47 minutes at the moment.
Yeah, those ones with Laka, those challenges, you know, they hit the bone, hurts.
Yeah.
Wow, Leno had to come from the halfway line in order to get hold of the ball. That is nuts.
So we're playing like City.
Going on there?
We're playing very high. We don't have City's ball retention ability to play that way.
All right, okay, Bertram, you lose possession on the corner. You should have one player, normally your left back, who's standing on the halfway line. We have nobody. West Ham break with two players, with nothing but sunlight, and Leno has to run to the halfway line and cleared the. What the hell is going on here?
Defensively, we need to wake up because we're shit today.
Yeah, it's gone. It's
I keep telling you, we don't have any respect for West Ham. That's why.
It's falling apart. They seem so confident at the beginning, so secure and organized.
Overconfidence right now, man. Do the basics, man. Let's do the basics.
Yeah. I'd go 4-4-2 or 4-2-3-1. I want to see 4 at the back. Either it's Holding or Gabriel together in the back. I don't know. Put Krosniak in the left back position.
There's just no leadership there at the back at the moment. It's just horrendous.
Yeah,
good shot there.
West Ham is just playing a patient game.
We look too vulnerable.
Oh, come on, play it inside.
And the attack don't look too great neither. There doesn't seem to be any spark. Yeah, well, let's see what happens.
Could you imagine sitting there watching it?
Come on.
I'm having this wrestling match between Gabriel and Antonio. This is a man's game.
Wow.
Did you see what?
Okay, I think they just got to get Pepe on the pitch now. I think I'd bring on Pepe.
It's time.
I don't know if David Luiz is ready, but I might take off Gabriel. You know, he looks a bit.
I wouldn't take him off.
He's got away narrowly with that handball. He got away narrowly with the penalty and that goal. I have to give it to him. He's not looking. He's looking a bit shaky, you know. After the great game he had last week, he's looking a bit shaky.
What the hell? We're making West Ham look like they're good players. I mean,
you know what? I'm not being funny, but Gabriel is more adventurous with his passing than our midfielders, and that pretty much tells you where the game is right now.
But we ain't got no midfield. That's why we're looking at Owa. That's why we're looking at Party. We know that. There's no creativity from midfield. I think that.
All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. Dialing this one up to 9. Arsenal pressing now as a team. West Ham's playing the ball out of the back. You can see that Arteta is bringing everything but the kitchen sink right now. Arsenal are pressing like a pack of wolves now. So the tempo of the game has definitely picked up, but West Ham's doing well coming out of it. West Ham just had a shot 30 yards over the bar, but that's good pressing by West Ham. The score is 1-1. The score is 1-1, Killer BZ.
And again.
Big shout out to my son there, man.
Ooh,
Leonce, if you want to come on the stream, just let me know and I'll inbox you the link and you can come on the stream and watch the game, bro. Arsenal now breaking on the left. Aubameyang sends the ball into Kolasinac. Kolasinac cuts it back.
We're playing like we used to play with Sanchez and Ozil on the left. We're moving quickly. We're not creating space.
Oh, look at this. This is nice.
It's a joke.
Come on. Saka, work your magic, man. No problem, Killer Beezy.
A good ball.
Yeah, some good balls being played there. West Ham sitting back a little bit. Arsenal have upped the tempo, guys. They're pressing at the back. Oh, Aubameyang crosses the ball in. Willian doesn't get his head on it, but Arsenal's applying some pressure here.
Come on, Arteta, make a change. It's time.
Change is needed.
This is not working.
Change is needed. Oh, definitely.
What's frustrating is Kolasinac and Aubameyang are linking up down the left, but Tierney's extra skill level and quickness and pace over 10 yards is just making this a non-starter. I mean, he's not helping Aubameyang on at all. Kolasinac is offering nothing in this game. Very frustrating. Great ball from Rob Holding, 60 yards over to Saka, but he was offside.
That was close. We need to we got to change. Come on, Arteta. You need to change the game.
Got to bring on Pepe, man. Got to get Pepe on.
I think there's also changes that need to be done, mate. I don't know how ready Luiz is, but I think he's needed.
Yeah, I think it's best to save him for Liverpool next week.
So I'd save him for Liverpool.
I'll tell you, I totally hear that, but boy, they're looking vulnerable at the back. We can't rely on Gabriel, who's just come in, to be our main player in the back line. Someone needs to be guiding him through. You know? Here we go. Lovely ball over the top.
Jesus Christ. What is
So we're
going on
getting,
there?
you notice in the game, we're getting nothing from the right. Everything is coming to the left. Now, that's part of our strategy, but nothing is coming from the right wing. Everything's coming from the left wing.
And that's why I said to you, we need
You
Pepe.
gotta space the field out so you widen the field and create space in the middle. We're not doing that.
Cool K said, let's face it, we need Ozil today. Mad.
If he wants to play, I'm not going to lie. If he wants to play how he can play, yeah, we do. There's no creativity in him.
There's nothing there at the moment. Another ball. It's squared. Oh, it's well defended. Just there's nobody in there. Nketiah probably would have been in there first. Big shout out. We got 30 people watching on YouTube. Hit that like button. Like. And on Facebook, let me just check where you guys are. We got
What's up, family?
Watching. Yeah, on Facebook. What's going on, people, man? Big shout out to 101 on Facebook. Big shout out to you people, man.
Oh, what was that?
So Arsenal take a shot.
Like, was it a cross? Was it a shot?
Klasnach is just a spade at the moment. Look. Ceballos is cuts. Oh my God. Klasnach is no movement at all from Klasnach. He's just standing around doing nothing. Purple saying that Gabriel is defending on his own. Willian gets the ball. He runs in space. He's running into the box. He lays it off for Lacazette, and Lacazette's cross went nowhere. I mean, I don't even know who Lacazette was passing to.
He was in 2 minds. It was like a cross on the shot at the same time.
Another 101 Facebook user who has not identified themselves. What's going on, brother? Yes, come on, you Gunners, but we don't know who you are because you haven't filled in the waiver at the top of the topic heading.
Okay, so we've got Pepe, Nketiah, Niles.
It's got to be Pepe coming on, Vincey. It's got to be Pepe. We've got nothing going on down the right side.
Williams is not having a good game. I'm not sure if the 10 role fits him, actually. Maybe you should go out wide and space the field out.
These guys need to understand that we have a house of horrors of fixtures coming up now in October, and it's going to get, games are going to be hard. City, Spurs, Man United, Liverpool, Wolves, all coming up in the next 5 to 6 weeks, and we need 3 points here. There's no doubt about it, man. This is urgency right now for us. We need 3 points today, man. Oh, it's Nay. Okay. Nay, my baby, man. What's going on? What's going on, honey?
I just don't like Kolasinac's final ball. He just looks hurried, man. It
was horrible. And Lacazette's cross to nobody. All that came from some nice little interlink passing. Ceballos opens up the West Ham midfield, sends William driving into space. He shifted the ball out to Lacazette, and Lacazette just didn't even look up. He just crossed the ball into 2 West Ham central defenders. What a waste.
I'm not liking the 3 at the back. Not with these players.
That midfield passing.
They're cutting right through us. I'm not liking the 3 at the back. It's very
sloppy, man. Really sloppy.
I'm not liking his formation. It's not working today. I don't think they got the personnel on the field today for it. Yeah, so it's the wrong team for this formation. I hope he changes it. What are we on? 57 minutes.
Wow.
It's Pepe time, everybody. It's time for Pepe. Come on, let's get this done, man. No lastminute.com. No 70 minutes Wenger time. Substitutions. Let's get it now. Let's get it done.
West Ham is growing in confidence, which is always dangerous.
Well, they've got Fornells. Fornells hasn't really got into the game. Declan Rice hasn't got into the game. If those 2 guys wake up, it could be some problems for us. What's going on, Nay? Hi, guys. Not looking good right now. We need some subs. I agree.
Big time. Agree. Big time.
I don't know what Arteta's waiting on. He's probably waiting on 70 minutes.
Yeah, Wenger time. He's waiting on Wenger time.
I can't understand how Ceballos has got the highest rating.
So why is Bellerin marking Antonio? I don't understand when coaches make so many decisions.
Vincent, what rating is he got?
He's got 7.2 on whoscored.com right now. And he's the only player of 7.3.
It's probably because of the passing.
Yeah, it's probably passing. He's got the highest stats of the whole of both teams right now.
Right,
who's that?
Ceballos.
To be fair, we need a lot of players. Let's face it.
You got that right a lot, man.
Guys, hold on. I'll be back in 60 seconds.
We definitely
we need a lot of midfielders.
We definitely need 2 central midfielders without a shadow of a doubt. A different level of quality to what I'm seeing here. And a team like Arsenal, you need a boss in the middle of that park. And you also need a good playmaker, a deep line playmaker, like how Santi.
We need like a Thiago Alcantara.
and I think it's a case where it's not so much skill, but IQ. You've got to be able to slow the game down and pick a pass. Because I'm seeing some control from players that should be a hell of a lot better.
Yeah, there's no midfield. Let's face it. There is no midfield, really, on that level. When you're looking at that level.
It's poor.
Lord. Oh, no. We're scrambling. We're all over the place. Every ball that comes in the box looks like they're going to score. It's crazy. We are awful. And Kolasinac doesn't know how to play defense. Kolasinac should not be on the field. He's never in position. He's never in the right place. He doesn't know where he is on the field. So why is he on the field in the first place? It's crazy to have Kolasinac on the field. I'd play anyone except Kolasinac. He's never aware.
Can Saka play there?
Oh.
No, I don't think so.
No, it's a centre back, but they're 3 at the back, 3 centre backs. You've only got Mustafi, or Luiz, or Saliba. David Luiz is the only option. Come on, William, take this ball out properly. Nice play. Come on now, lads.
I got William as my captain in fantasy, man. I was like,
get out of there, man.
It's not happening,
mate. I think I might take off Lacazette then, if that's what. Look at his pass.
I'm starting to get tired.
Come on, mate. There ain't really much options because for me, you can bring on Pepe if you like, for sure. But for me, it's someone in the centre of the park that's needed. Even Ozil.
Yeah.
Someone in the centre of the park, like Cesc Fabregas style or Santi Cazorla style. Without that, nothing happens.
Wasted chances there, man. Right.
Ceballos is faded. Come on now, 60-something. Some subs. I suppose they'll take the draw as well in the long run when you're looking at a long season. Just don't lose it, that's all.
We're just allowing West Ham to play in the midfield.
Okay, here's a bold decision. Okay, two players coming on. You have El Nene and Pepe coming on, Saka going off, and Ceballos going off. Okay, your midfielders, your central midfielders, solid. El Nene, Xhaka. Yeah, you have Willian on one flank, you have Pepe on the other flank. They'll be able to go at them. The 2 centrals can sit back. I'll take Saka off, and I'll take Ceballos off.
We're narrowing the field instead of widening the field. When William comes inside, we're narrowing the field. There's nobody on the right. Now we've moved Aubameyang on the other wing.
That's what I'll do.
We just need to get Pepe as well, and Pepe's creative as well. He can create.
That's what I'm saying. So you'll have Pepe on one side, Willian on the other side.
Cool K saying, Aubameyang, 0 shots on target. Are you effing kidding me? Wow.
Come on, Jacques. You can make a better pass than that. We're awful in the midfield.
Wow. Looks like we got Tom joining us.
Well, Pepe is coming on. I wonder who's coming on. Maybe coming on for Saka, probably.
Yeah, I think so. Tom, what's your view so far, mate?
Tom's going to bring us some luck, man.
I hope so.
I've come to bring some luck. This is the worst we played since the Villa game. I mean, it's awful.
It is. It's bad, man.
Terrible. We looked slightly better at the beginning of the second half, and then all that went out the window about 10 minutes ago.
So William is coming off. I think that's a good change. William didn't play well.
Yeah, he faded.
I tell you what, down the left-hand side, we've been so poor without Niles and Tierney.
Yeah.
Big loss.
The best goals we've scored lately, it's been Aubameyang with Niles running inside, Tierney offering the overlap, and we just haven't had that with Saka and Kolasinac. So there's no progressive overload on the left, and poor, man.
So, guys, the subs have been done. So Pepe comes off for Willian, who really didn't have the best game tonight. But you can speak for everybody.
Everyone's been bad so far. Gabriel's been bad. Willian's been bad. Jack has not played well. But yeah, it'd be good to see Pepe because at least he can carry the ball. You know,
What's happened to Tierney and Niles? Are they injured?
Tierney got injured in the warm-up.
Keep it tight.
Apparently it's a hip injury.
Don't move the ball there. Don't.
We're playing like the way at Arsenal, where we lose the ball and we're scrambling to get back. We're not attacking the balanced way, which is expect to lose the ball so you can recover. And every time we lose the ball upfield, it looks dangerous.
Hopefully Tierney should be all right for the Liverpool game.
If Tierney's not okay for the Liverpool game, I really fear the worst because
that's not
the way he dealt with Salah in the charity was impressive. You know, Tierney can't really get outdone by a winger one-on-one. So in that left centre back role, I'm not really worried about the right winger of the other team. Whereas if it's Kolasinac or Luiz or
I never want to see him play again.
Antonio had another shot. Which was
I don't think it was Tierney and Salah. I think AMN is the one who dealt with Traore, Salah, Marquez. Tierney, and AMN is the one who was blocking that.
Whenever I see Cola play for us, we lose. It's as simple as that. Or at least they score for sure. It's just not.
We should hire him as security. Don't let him play football. He can just rush.
It's been a long
6.5 for Willian gets subbed.
This is where you need to start playing Ozil now.
Ozil should play where he's playing right now. Wherever he's playing, that's where he needs to play.
Leave him alone.
We don't need him on the field. No, sorry.
I wouldn't be
every time Ozil doesn't play, we say the same thing. When he doesn't play, we're like, oh, if we had Ozil. When he plays, we're like, oh, what happened to him? Where's the old Ozil?
It's the thing. If he does play, you probably won't do anything.
Ozil can't play 4-3. Ozil cannot.
Oh, Bernd Leno! Oh my God! Whoa!
This is why we need.
God!
What's he fucking doing? He's gonna kill himself.
Oh my God, Bernd Leno! Oh my
What the hell was that? He broke his own neck.
Oh my God!
Ouch.
Yeah.
Kilibisi said, "How was the vacation, Tom?"
Oh yeah, it was really nice. Thank you. It sucks to be back.
That was a good play by Leno. Why are we saying Leno? That's being aggressive.
Jesus Christ, Bernd Leno! What is this guy? This is why.
That's his own player. And then he spills.
So what do you mean? You stop the play. I'm fine with that play.
Bring back Martinelli.
Get out of the way, somebody else. Get out of the way.
Oh my God!
Leno's not a defensive tackle, Bertram. You know that.
Leno's not a goalkeeper.
I'm not going to argue with them.
Shit.
I'm not going to argue with them. The difference between Leno and Martinez is Martinez would not spill that, regardless of what happened. He's not spilling that.
He would have caught it.
He would hang on for dear life. Whatever happens, he's not letting that go. That for me is a difference.
Come on, Pepe.
And what's Leno trying to do? Break his neck? He already broke his leg the other day. Oh, come on.
I think it's time to bring on Mason.
The ball with no pressure.
Come on, he's running so
A little bit going against Leno just purely because people wanted to keep Martinez here.
I agree with that sentiment. I agree with that sentiment.
Leno's instincts are incredible. You know, his reflexes are amazing. Yes, he probably shouldn't have come for that ball because when he's gone over Ceballos, he's spilt it when he's gone down. But other than that, he's been pretty faultless today.
He probably called for that as well. So, you know, it's a ball that if he's called for it, he's got it.
Yeah, look,
You
guys.
know what I mean?
Let me just give you some facts. Leno has, in terms of the defense, he's got no presence and he's got no ability to marshal his defense. Fact.
That's what I've been saying all this
That is
time.
it.
I mean, Apollo, you say that, but he played in Emery's defense where they couldn't be marshalled. I mean, you know, you're judging him based on a team that was, you know, when Arteta took over, we were, I think, 8 or 9 games unbeaten. 2020, and nobody was complaining about it.
Yeah. Well, I was still complaining because
Leno is our least worried today. He's worried about
no, not if he does that. Yeah, because
so we're not playing well. He's not playing out of the field.
Bertram, if that ended up in the back of the net, that would have been his 10th mistake leading to goals. 10th.
Yeah, but Apollo, there's no player.
Oh yeah, but you can't, Tom. You can't keep covering up for his mistakes, bro.
Okay, but listen, there's no centre back that's led to more goals since the start of the 2018-19 season than Van Dijk. So, sure, we're letting that fact go around. But would you take Van Dijk of the team?
Look, I like the defense we have now. I like the 2 bookends we have in Saliba and Gabriel.
So take Van Dijk in our defense.
I don't think that will work for us right now. First of all, we couldn't afford him. You know, we couldn't afford a player like that. It's a hypothetical question. Everybody would love a Van Dijk, but I couldn't see it happening.
I'd love it.
It's hypothetical, but my point is these sort of stats don't always work. In the big... What is going on?
Lakai's getting kicked all game though. Lakai's had a good game.
He scored, so you know.
Who do we bring on then?
No, I mean his whole of play is very good. He doesn't make some good decisions.
He's brought on Pepe now. Who do we bring on now? We need to change the game.
Well, West Ham are
I
growing.
don't know if we have a difference maker on the bench, frankly.
Well, the pressure is on Arsenal to score here. It's 71 minutes gone. West Ham are turning the screw by building pressure on Arsenal, and they were almost gifted a goal when Leno comes to collect the ball and spills it, hitting the turf.
Attack the ball! God damn it, attack the ball. He can't be running. Saka gave the ball away and we're backing up. We're not even stopping the ball.
It looks like a playground out there, doesn't it?
You know what?
Yeah.
West Ham look dangerous right now.
Yeah, they just hit the bar. They could have gone 2-1 up.
It's the worst game I've seen Saka
That was
play.
a bad decision made by the West Ham players to play the ball out wide.
I don't like the formation. I just don't feel like the team's comfortable with just 3 at the back right now. I think everyone would rather just go back to a 4.
I just don't think that tandem in midfield, Tom, today is working with Xhaka and Ceballos.
Leaving Miles out is a big mistake.
I just don't think it's working.
I agree as well. I mean, thing is,
That's a great block by Gabriel.
The
3-4-3
really well when teams are coming at us, like Liverpool, Man City, because we can soak up the pressure and then we have a little bit of room when teams press us. But have you noticed, when we've got the ball around the back line, West Ham pressing us. We're kind of like slowly passing it, inviting them to press us, but they're not interested in us. They're not.
Why are you waiting to cross the damn ball, Saka? Why are you waiting to cross the ball? Put the ball. Pepe is running in the middle, and you're taking all day to cross the ball. Right now, you should play the ball. What are you waiting for?
Hey, Ebony, you've got a message sitting there for the last minute for you waiting to comment on.
I'm so Leno, but yeah, I don't have to say anything. You know my feelings already.
Hey, Vincey, I just shot a 3 points. My hand waving up in the air on that one.
You just like that.
I don't have to say nothing. You know me already.
Jokes.
Get the money back.
Yeah, look, if he hits Pep, that's a goal. If he hits that on time, Pepe goes in. Pepe beat the man. He was 5 yards behind the left back and bolted behind him. Look,
guys,
Pepe just bolts in front of the centre back there and their
Second
ball
half
wasn't delivered.
attempts, West Ham 8, Arsenal 1.
That's disgusting.
What's that? Is that goal attempts?
Second half attempts, West Ham 8, Arsenal 1.
Wow.
That's
Only one on
disgusting.
target for them and 0 for us.
So, guys,
Great ball.
At home, yeah.
At
Come on,
home.
what does this tell you?
so okay, so Tom, you've
Yeah.
heard me talk about the biggest two problems with Leno. One of them is he can't come and command the box with his catches. What's the second problem with Leno?
Come on, mate. Really?
I mean, I don't know, man.
His distribution.
Leno is a great keeper for me. His reflexes and some of the saves he pulls off, he does saves that Martinez can't do. I will definitely agree that Martinez is better in the air than Leno. You know, better at taking crosses, which is something Leno needs to improve. But I don't think he's awful at commanding his area. And I also, like I went back to before, you know, he mainly played in very, very poor defenses. People weren't showing for the ball. People didn't want the ball. You know, like other players, I kind of judged them from when Arteta took over.
Well, if that's the case, then you're going to be judging him quite soon, because today we've seen his two big weaknesses. We've seen them come to pass: coming to collect a ball, which he's dropped, and distribution, which, quite frankly, I mean, read the comments. Mark saying Lenny missed up big time. Sporty saying, "Wow, Leno, great pass." Not. Cool K just saying Leno is going to cost us.
Yeah.
This is dear. This is.
I'm going to call it now. If Leno makes more mistakes like this, we're not making top 4.
But I said that to you a couple of weeks last week. I said I say we ain't going to get there.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Arsenal fans, we can't just suddenly turn on Leno and say, if Leno plays, we're not getting top 4. Like, we can't do that.
Come on, lads, come on. Where's the pressing? We're not even pressing as a team anymore.
Here we go.
Still plenty of time left in the game, guys. Still 18 minutes left.
Arteta overmanaged the damn game. That's why.
It doesn't matter how much time you
overmanage the game. Play what you know. Play what is successful.
Yeah,
if it doesn't work, you change it. Don't overmanage the game.
I mean, to be fair, there's not a lot you can say. I mean, if the players are injured, they're injured. You know.
And Nketiah
is injured. What can we do? Tierney is injured. That's what we've lost.
Well, Tierney is injured, but Eamon and El Neni are not injured. I'm not sure why Ceballos come back in when those players played well last week.
West Ham now rushing Arsenal. They're now pressing.
So we're going to put on Samuel Eto'o. Samuel Eto'o is coming on.
Eddie's on the pitch.
I'm sure Eto'o is going to score today. I have confidence in him.
Leave him alone.
Look, I'll tell you what, though, Ozil must be playing really bad. You can't even make the bench.
I don't think he's playing bad. I just think the coach decided that, you know what, we can't use you. You just not fitting my plan.
In this team, where there's no real creativity, and you can't even get Ozil.
Come on, guys.
Aouar's going to come this week, I hope.
What's that?
Aouar, is that how you say it? Hassam Aouar?
You reckon he's coming next week?
Oh,
yeah, his name's pronounced Owar.
Aouar. I hope he's coming this week.
Aouar, whatever it is.
Mate,
creativity.
You wouldn't believe it. Tom, I'm getting daily updates, daily texts every 10 o'clock in the morning from the guys down at the training ground about Owa. And it's very good, very positive. You know, the players already sorted out personal terms with Arsenal. The Leon president
even got sent off the other day to speed up the move.
Yeah, that's madness, mate.
We haven't made an official bid, so I'm not sure why everyone's so confident we're going to get him.
Well, that's what they tell you in the media, my friend.
No, that's what the president of Leon said.
And he's playing.
He's
playing. Bertrand, what do you think he's doing? Come on.
No, he wants the maximum amount of money. We know that, but still, he's telling Arsenal to put a bid in.
No, Bertram. It's a tactic that you speak to an agent, tell them what the biggest tactic is. If you tell the media and the world that there's no bid that's coming, you wake up other teams to put their bid in. That's why he's saying what he's saying. Arsenal have made 2 bids for Owa. 2.
Yeah, but looking at this team, you need more than Owa. You literally need Owa and Partey.
I don't think. I made a video today saying I don't think Partey's going to happen.
I don't know. We need that level. If you're really talking about top four,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I mean, don't get me wrong. I totally understand why managers pick Xhaka, but Xhaka, I'm not impressed. I mean, maybe it's too early, but this midfield, no. What I'm seeing here, no. There might as well not be a midfield at all. They need a lot more than what I'm seeing. A lot more than what I'm seeing.
I mean, I dropped a video this morning saying I don't believe that the Partey deal can happen. Not both of them. One of them, their main target is Owa, but I don't see them getting Partey and Owa. Unless Atletico drop their, we know they're in financial restraints at the moment. Unless they drop their demands because of what Malaga did with Santi Cazorla. Unless they do that, then Partey's going to be an Atletico player this season.
Yeah, I agree. We haven't got enough.
It's too much money, man. We just don't have the money.
Yeah.
It's all down to player sales. If we're able to sell Torreira, Guendouzi, Kolasinac and Socrates, then Partey will happen. If we aren't, tell them that
we're going to sell that many players in that short space of time.
Well, and also players that nobody really wants, especially with the way.
Yeah,
shocking. I can't believe this. This is just shocking.
Yeah. This is why I kind of supported the Martinez sale, is because nobody wants Socrates. He's on 120 grand a week or something, and he's crap.
Exactly.
No, nobody wants him. They want him for free. They don't want to pay for him.
I can't have heard you right. Socrates is not on 120 grand a week. You can't.
He's on good.
What?
I'm sure he's on.
I thought he was on 90 grand a week.
He's on 90. Yeah, I've been told he's on 90.
Kolasinac is on over 100. I'm sure of that.
He's over 100, man. He's on good money.
Kolasinac is over 100 because he came free.
Yeah.
So he got compensated coming free.
He's on good money, man.
I think Socrates is on 90.
The point is,
go, man. Come on, let's have a proper go now.
Nobody's going to pay millions for Socrates and Mustafi and Kolasinac, and then also pay their wages that they're getting at the moment. So they're either going to on a free or for very little money, or they're going to sit here and collect money. So,
hey, Tom, you know what's funny about Socrates? He's going to Napoli for 7 million.
Yeah.
He's going to Napoli for 6 million. He's going to Napoli for 4.5 million. Then it was 3 million. And then it was, you might as well just give him the damn player for nothing because...
That's what will happen and go on a free.
Yeah.
Go on, Simon. Bring it. Go on, keep going. Bring it.
See what Kolasinac just did.
They're just parking the bus now, ain't they, though, really?
Yeah, they are. They're saying every man behind the ball. They got their point. You come to the Emirates and you get a point. West Ham, that's a good result for West Ham.
Come on, lads.
Bertram, talk to me, man.
Because last time I got a ball through him on the left and the ball played him. The ball played him. He didn't play the ball. The ball played him.
I can't do it.
Man said the ball played him.
The ball took him out of bounds. Oh, Lord. All they had to do was send the ball down. Take your time, send the ball down. He's just not good enough. He needs to go to Schalke, wherever the hell he needs to go, Leverkusen, wherever it is, as quickly as possible. He's just not a quality player.
That's a great ball from Bellerin out to... what the hell is...
I can tell by the reaction. It's all positive, and then he just sliced it like fucking Benfoot. You remember them days when you'd lick it over the park fence or something?
Oh my God.
Benfoot, boy. He skied that. Fuck's sake.
Well, I said it before and I'll say it again. When some of these players who have failed Wenger, failed Emery, if Arteta's going to pick them, guess what?
Ball, goddammit. Attack the ball. We're letting
I'm not sure Kolasinac should be allowed in the final third, man.
Kolasinac shouldn't even be on the pitch.
He just shouldn't be in the final third. His final
What Kolasinac
ball.
should be doing? He should be
Shocking.
he should be
Shocking.
he should be applying for that. What's that? What's that security pass?
A CSCS card.
We
Yeah,
are
that.
still struggling with any ball in our box. It's a nightmare. It's amazing how every year, for the last 20 years, I should say the last 15 years, it's the same thing. Ball comes in the box and we struggle. Doesn't matter who the manager is.
What is Leno? See, Leno's got Leno's got to come up and get that. That's you got to come in and catch that. What does he do? Tries to whiff it away again, like he did in the Chelsea game.
Ugh.
Come on, man. Oh.
This is what I mean about Leno. It's just like he just doesn't know whether to catch or to punch it out. Everything's punch.
And when you do that, he tried to slap that one. He tried to slap it. Yeah. He tried. When you do that, you're not giving your defense any confidence at all, man.
And we sold Martinez, yeah? Okay.
I told you we should have sold Leno. You'd have got more.
Look,
money
I
for
think
him.
Martinez is the better keeper. I think I heard Tom say Leno can make saves Martinez cannot make. I haven't seen any saves Martinez cannot make.
Yeah, and Martinez is a solid shot stopper.
But at the same time, we chose Leno, so
Go!
he's a good keeper.
Yes!
All right.
We're in there. Talk to us, Tom. Give us a breakdown.
Tom must be way ahead. I thought I was.
Yeah.
Oh, great ball.
Nketiah, come on, Eddie.
Is he offside? Let's wait.
No, he's not. He's not.
No, he's on. He's behind the ball.
That's my boy throwing down. Yeah?
I thought that was your boyfriend.
Great play.
Give me some love. That's my boy
You
throwing
see,
down.
Bertrand, leave him alone. I
That's
told you,
my
leave him
boy
alone.
throwing down.
Oh no, he's behind Ceballos.
Eddie.
That's poor defending, actually.
Shut
That's
up,
poor
poor
defending.
defending. What are you talking about, poor
That's
defending?
poor defending.
What are
That's
you
poor
talking about,
defending.
poor defending?
That's
You
poor
don't know
defending.
what you're talking about.
Poor defending. It's poor defending. It's poor defending. Very poor defending.
Man. Yeah, boy. That's my man. He scored 6 goals in his last 3 games for England and club.
They're waiting for
Cannot
VAR, by the
stop
way.
scoring right now.
But I think it's a goal. Unless the bias is offside, it's a goal.
The Arsenal's Dwight York, the Arsenal's Andy Cole delivers again. Look at the movement. Look at the
He's taking
movement.
off. He's going to put on David
He's
Luiz.
where he's supposed to be when the ball's played in the box. This is why I say he needs to be starting over Lacazette. His position.
We're going to start him up now. We're going to start him up.
But he's pointing to the
Laka did
where
score
he
today,
needs the
though.
ball.
Apollo, Laka did score today. Just to remind you.
What are you talking about?
Laka did score today.
Yeah, no, listen, I'm not taking anything away from Laka's goal, but what has he done outside of that?
Nothing.
He's
It's actually dormant.
Eddie, what have you done for me?
If we hold on,
let's hope we can hold on to this.
Come on, man.
if we hold on to this win, we just need to.
Hold on.
We've got 5 minutes left, folks. 5 minutes.
Come on,
Yes,
boy.
Terry, big shout out to you, my brother. Terry, me and you always talk about Eddie. What are you doing?
Bertrand,
Come
you're
on,
going to
Eddie.
apologize to Eddie.
No, I expected Eddie to score today, actually, because he's running well.
Okay.
The Arsenal's new Dwight York, Andy Cole strikes again. 6
Okay.
goals in 3.
Dwight York and Eddie Nketiah. You have seen Dwight York play?
Done.
You know what?
Dwight York and Eddie Nketiah. Now, he has potential, but
Listen,
before it was Samuel Eto'o, now it's Dwight York, Apollo.
No,
Man.
you're the one with the Eto'o business. And Sporty's pumping you up there. Sporty's saying Eto'o in the house.
Now it's Dwight York.
Sporty's. It was
I thought
always
it was Nigerian, not Trinidadian.
No, man. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Who's the other one? Eto'o. Samuel Eto'o.
Samuel Eto'o, yeah.
Hey, listen, Nabil looks a bit worried, man. Nabil, talk to me, my brother.
You got to see it out, man. You got to see it out. I'm not gonna lie.
3 minutes left. Oh my word! Come on, Leno, catch it. Leno backs away from me. I'm dead. Leno backs away from it like he's playing chicken with the ball, man.
And we sold Martinez. That is all I've got to say.
We cannot play like this against Liverpool. Let me say this again.
Look at that
We
camera
cannot play
shot.
like this against Liverpool.
Eddie's got 3 centre-backs a yard behind him. His movement is impeccable. Look at the
Okay,
movement
David
from
Luiz
Eddie.
is on
He's
now.
pointing. He times his
David
run.
Luiz is on.
He points to the position where he wants the ball. The 3 centre-backs are right behind him. It's 2-1 to Arsenal. Get in there.
Apollo,
And
the
who's
thing
the
is,
first-
I'd probably
Sorry.
still have Laka, yeah, and have Eddie coming on. If he's going to perform like that,
Yep. He's a lot of energy. I agree with the concept.
I'm
Yeah,
cool with that. I'm
I
cool with
wouldn't
that.
do it because you're not going to get any defense from Lacazette. I like the defensive game from Eddie. I like his closing down. I just like him. I like his movement. I like his intensity. You don't get that with
Yeah.
Lacazette. I like Lacazette off the bench. I really do.
So Moyes desperate. He's bringing on Anderson from Masuaku. Anderson started off well at what when he first bought the first year, but he's been poor since.
Well, it looks like Ceballos and Eddie have made up.
Yeah.
Nice pass, nice
Yeah, yeah.
assist.
Well, Ceballos is playing, so that's why he's okay. He's on the field.
At least Aubameyang got an assist for me because Tom, we're not even talking fantasy football. My team is stinking it up so badly, man. My team stinks right now, man.
Why, Eddie's your centre forward?
No, my centre forwards are dying. I've got Jimenez, Martial, and I've got Danny Ings. Dead.
I kind of went.
Oh,
I kind of went rogue and spent about 12 points just changing up my team, man. I got vexed.
Sound like me. Sound like me.
This is why I don't play fantasy because I just end up not getting any points.
But
Yeah,
I got
that's me
Bamford
right
up
now.
front with Vardy.
Nice.
And,
you have Bamford? Wow.
Yeah, I got Bamford up front.
He's good for the cheap.
Well, he scored two. He scored today.
Yeah.
didn't he?
He
And
scored
I
a
got
goal.
5 in the midfield.
Killing me. Calvert-Lewin is absolutely killing me at the moment.
Oh, fucking hell.
Hat
Tell
trick
me
today,
about it,
man.
man.
4 goals.
Wow.
Cool K saying Apollo's African accent is killing me. Oh dear. Listen, if you win, you can do anything. Andrew, what's going on, bro? Win when you don't play well. I hear you, my brother. I hear you, man. How about those Facebook people all on the 101 Facebook forums? How are you guys doing, man? Fiona.
Wow, 20 points. you got.
Fiona's saying got a whole 20 points last week. Apollo, you can't be as bad. I am. I think listen, I checked a league where I'm in 150 players and I'm in 149th place. Yeah. And the guy behind me even knows nothing about football or he died. Yeah. Man.
I got Mara.
Attack the ball, Kaz. Attack the ball.
Come on. Oh, straight at him, man. I got Mahrez, Aubameyang, Williams, Salah, and Jorginho in midfield.
So, guys, 4 minutes of added on time. The shot from Aubameyang warms up the hands of
brilliant,
Fabian.
brilliant play by Ceballos. Brilliant play.
Excellent. Good,
Brilliant
good.
play.
And it took the foul as well. Slowed it down.
Yeah,
Ceballos,
brilliant.
when it comes to sort of gamesmanship, Ceballos has all the tricks.
Yeah.
For real, man.
He's like South American. He rolls and rolls and rolls.
Yeah, he's into the he's into the sort of tactics of rolling around, wasting time. He's
Yeah.
good at
It's like Hernandez today against West Brom with Gibbs. Just touch him in the face and he thought he died or something.
Yeah, and
So, guys,
if they don't play for you, but if they play for you, you love it.
So,
Yeah,
guys, for
yeah.
everybody watching, hit that like button if you haven't done already. Andrew, you know that we're here on Sundays at 8 o'clock. Well, tomorrow is going to be Sunday at 7 o'clock because there's a Skins game at 9. So I'll be here at 7 o'clock. We'll be doing the player ratings. And Andrew says analysis of the performance will be undoubtedly overly critical. Yes, you're right. But you know what the good thing about this, Andrew, is you win ugly. Yeah, and we have to learn to win ugly. Arteta got it wrong today. Eddie Bell, great substitution, though.
So with all of that, It looks like Ceballos is going to get man of the match.
We should have scored just now. You're going to see it in a sec.
I think so, Vincey. I think so, Vincey. Spot on.
He's got 8.4 in the ratings.
Well, he won't get more than a 7.5 from me tomorrow.
Good play. Come on, get it.
Hey, Tony, what are you saying, Tony, man? 7.5.
That wasn't a Dwight York play a while ago. That ball control.
8.4 on whoscored.com.
Nice play.
All right, good. So we win. So it's
How much is
2-0.
Lacazette get?
They should close
6.9.
down. They should close down the UK, and we be top 4.
Wow.
Close it down. Close it down. We got the 2 games.
We're joint top leaders. Come on, the ball gets played through.
Over. We take the 3 points and run away.
Yeah, take the 3 points and go home. Come on, referee, blow it off.
It's blown. It's done.
Okay, good.
Arteta looks happy. He knows he got one.
He overmanaged today. He should be happy. He overmanaged today, I think. We cannot play like this against Liverpool.
Wow.
Well, Liverpool's coming up when? Saturday.
Yeah.
Let's get a shout out to Crazy.
It's Saturday. I mean, missed the game.
What's going on, Kieran, man? Nice to see
Big
you
up,
in
Kieran.
there. Big up to you, Kieran, man.
Big up, Kieran.
Hello, Kieran.
Kieran's in the house, people. What's
Kieran.
going on, son?
Wow.
And also, I want to give another shout out today. My grandson Dante is 12 today, so
Wow.
big shout out to my grandson Dante. Yeah, big shout
up,
out to
Dante.
you, my brother.
Hello,
Happy
Dante.
birthday.
You know, I've noticed about Mikel Antonio. He's always covering his mouth and stuff.
No, we're playing on Monday, Ebony, not Saturday.
On Monday.
It's following Monday.
Okay.
Yeah, Monday at 3:15. I wonder if I can watch. Oh man, I'm working.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing.
Kieran said hello, everybody. Nate
Hey,
said,
Hello, Kieran.
well done, Arsenal. Happy birthday, Dante. Excellent. Thank you, sweetie. I know that sometimes he watches the stream. Andrew's saying, Justin, not listened or watched. If no one didn't expect a reaction from West Ham from the previous performance, then stick playing with FIFA. That's a really good point, bro. And that's one I made to Ian. It's going to be interesting to find out what Ian's views are going to be on this game on our Friday Premiership show. But I want to thank, we're going to hang about for another couple of minutes to talk about the performance. But overall, guys, thanks for watching with us. We do these watch-alongs pretty much for every game now. So, yeah, join us for all of the match watch-alongs. We're here. Come and share the party. I don't have any rum. I had the rum on Wednesday night when Aubameyang signed his deal. And I was the only one drinking, so I'm not happy with you lot because of that. But
I was
Vincey,
working.
I know you couldn't drink at work. Can you imagine sneaking in that little? Yeah. Let's get one behind my boss's back. Vincey, talk to me. Today's performance, overall result. What's your thoughts?
Do you know what? It's a London derby. We won ugly, and I've got to give credit to Ceballos. You know, he's coming. I wasn't happy with his performance first half, but he kept the ball moving, and that assist, he didn't give up. So fair play to him. You know what I mean? It's Arteta's got out of jail today, man. Got out of jail. He got a result. That's the main thing. Got a result.
Excellent. Bertram, your overall opinion on the performance and obviously the result.
The most important thing is to win the game. That's effectively what you're trying to do. At the same time, given the slate of games that we have coming up, you want to play a consistent team throughout. And I thought for the last 3 or 4 games after the lockdown and subsequently after the start of the season, we had a set team. So I'm not sure, unless you had injury like you had with Tierney today, why we want to change the construct that we have. Having said that, look, Arteta is in training. He's the one seeing the players. As long as he keeps on winning, I'll be happy. But I'll be just criticizing him if I think he's making decisions which doesn't result in outcomes that we're all pleased with. So good win, and we move on. And most importantly, Man U lost today.
Agreed. Nabil, you're getting a lot of love in the chat room right there. Nabil, Liverpool nearly lost to a relegation or draw to a relegation team last week, and we come up and we see these games right here with West Ham. Not an easy league to win in, is it?
You know what? I was thinking the same thing, but I think when it comes to Liverpool versus Arsenal, you're going to see a different game. You know, I mean, Arsenal. I can't see Arsenal playing like this against Liverpool. Arsenal generally raise their games for top teams, and I think we'll see that as well. And again, we've been a bit critical today, but I think you've got to look at the injuries. You know, David Luiz is a big player for us. I mean, Tom loves him, and I like him as well. And you could see the difference when he wasn't playing. When he's like a deep line playmaker. When it comes to crisp passes out of the back, you know, there's no one better than David Luiz, and I think we missed that as well. I mean, look, he was critical about Ceballos, but you know what, he came good, you know, in the second half. I mean, everybody's got their opinion on that. He's done the business, we've got a goal. But then you see it's a squad game when you bring on someone like Eddie, and he can, you know, pop up and stick it in the back of the net when you need it. You know, so you know, and again with Kolasinac, you know, would he be playing if Tierney was injured? You know, so. Difficult game, but I think, you know, we're still in safe hands. You know, we scored one and we played well. I'll tell you what, though, I mean, I like the fact that we sold Martinez because it's 20 million in the bank for us. You know, but to be fair, you know, all his critics, you know, you saw exactly what his critics had against him. You know, he two things today I saw. He spilled the ball. That could have been costly. You know, when that ball went over to the far post, he went through it and changed his mind. That's the sort of thing that will get you punished. So, you know.
Yeah, I saw 3 things today I didn't like from Leno, and unfortunately, that's just the things to come. Yeah, and when it happens, you can't say I didn't warn you, because that's been his MO for the whole of his career. I like what Tom's saying in terms of let's see how he plays under this new manager, new system. But if you're a player that, remember, the mistakes he's made leading to goals are goalie errors, not defensive errors. So these are the ones you produce yourself. When you have someone who's that liable and is a liability, they're going to keep letting you down. You know, we know what happens with David Luiz. I like David Luiz as a player, as a leader, but I know within my heart that David Luiz is going to let you down. He's going to give away a penalty because he doesn't have that quickness in the box. So he's going to drag and bring down players and cause penalties. But, you know, that's it. Until we get people to come in to replace those guys, we're going to keep having players costing us. And guys, remember, Arteta's only been there 6 months. He's only been there for half a season. Edu only come Christmas time. Everyone wants us to be up to the level of Liverpool and Man City, and those guys have had 4 or 5 years of building their team. These guys have had half a season. Can't do it all in one summer, guys. Ebony, what's your thoughts on the game? Overall thoughts on the score?
Great score. Yes, we got the 3 points, but after we scored, it was complacency, and the complacency saw West Ham get in. They had chances, especially when they hit the post. And I think, you know, with Leno, you know my feelings already. You know, the mistakes that he made, we could have lost that game today. We could have lost. But you know, for me, I just think. The second half, we came into our own a little bit, but overall, the performance was lackluster. We didn't create much. The midfield didn't create anything at all until Substitutions did his thing. And defensively, you know, we could have actually done better. But then after Lacazette scored his goal, he just withered like he does. I mean, I can understand why Arteta starts him because he has more of the experience. However, I think, and I know this is not going to be popular, but I think, you know, it's time that Eddie started now, because he's got more impetus. Whereas Laka, I mean, he'll be all right for the first half, and then he'll just like disappear. It's not good enough.
I think I'm not saying this because you guys know I'm a big Eddie fan, but I think you start Eddie and see what he does, because only can you make a decision at the end of this season based on his performance throughout a season, whether the guy is a right fit for the club. We know Arteta thinks he is. That's why he didn't send him out on loan in January. But start the kid and let him see what he can do. Let him rack up the goals. Let him rack up the stats. Let him show you what he can do. And then you can say, okay, this guy has what it takes to make it at the top level. If you keep him on the bench and don't get him involved, then he's always going to be in a position where no one's going to really know how important he is to this team.
I think today's goal, and, you know, the fact that he scored about 4 goals for England under 23. That goes to show how important he is. He can score goals. He just needs that. He just needs that chance, and he got that chance today, and he took it. But as far as the game goes today, disappointed. And if we play like that against Liverpool, we're going to get peppered. Fact.
Tom, part of the problem of last season was we go away to a bottom of the league team in Watford, couldn't get a win. We had a 2-2 draw. Went to Norwich, again, bottom of the team, and talking about first games as well. Couldn't get a win, got a draw. Went to Brighton, lost 2 games. Regardless of how we play, Tom, these are winning ugly is part of football. And unfortunately, not a lot of fans are going to accept that. But these are the games that we need to be winning regardless of our form. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I do agree. I think the performance and result might end up being the best that could have happened because the media suddenly done a U-turn on us. Like you've got Rio Ferdinand bigging up, you've got Aubameyang signed, you've got everybody saying, "Oh, suddenly Arsenal." What we really needed was a bad, and that sounds weird, but the fact that we've come away with 3 points and a bad performance means that next week we're not going to be so complacent. If we had just come on and blown away West Ham 3-4, 5-0, we might have got a little bit above our station.
Yeah.
Where I think this keeps us a little bit. So that's what I'm hoping for. Everyone was pretty crap tonight except for Eddie when he came on. He's the only player that played well. You can't really look at any of the starting 11 and say he was really good today. Ceballos improved. Xhaka improved, I guess. We've turned into a side where under Wenger we used to blast away small teams and always. Now it seems like we have the formation to beat Liverpool, beat City, beat Chelsea. But we really struggle to break down smaller teams. So we need to figure all that out.
Yeah. I think for me, guys, just as a summary, Arsenal were outplayed for much of the half, but they showed the resilience, and that's what it really is. To come away with a result in a game like this at London Derby, where the form table goes out the window. Quite frankly, I agree with Bertram in terms that Arsenal, with Arteta, he really overplayed this game. He over-prepared for this game and made changes that he really shouldn't have made. The likes of Pepe, the likes of El Nene, the likes of Maitland-Niles was on the bench, and they were fit. And Arsenal just didn't look like they were clicking in the way that they had weeks beforehand. The fluidity, the way how the movement and the tackling, the ball winning from El Nene. El Nene won 5 tackles last week. Those are jewels. He won 5 jewels. We didn't see that today. West Ham were allowed to just roam free with the ball for many periods of the games. But overall, the resilience was there. Nketiah came on, great movement, nice setup by Ceballos. It's 2 wins out of 2 for the Gunners, and a bit sad for West Ham. West Ham got off to a really bad start, 2 losses for them. But it's Liverpool up next, man.
I think you've got to keep in mind that we've got Liverpool next, and there's a lot of games. I know it's the start of the season, but players that didn't play today that we expected to can quite easily step up and play next week. So if we're looking back at the team sheet, they should have been able to get a result and play better than how we done. Okay, so we walked away with 3 points today. On to the next game.
Yeah, and it could have been like United. Let's have a look and see what our chat room is saying. Curved is saying, you mustn't panic the way some of you did tonight. This was our second game. Bro, the reason why we panicked is because have you seen our fixtures for the next 6 games? Yeah, that's why today 3 points was imperative. James is saying we definitely had a bad 25, I think it was more than 25 minutes, James. But it's West Ham and it's a London derby. Andrew, humbling experience without actually losing. Let's see Arteta's mettle in terms of addressing any complacency. Agreed, mate. Very good comments there. Osman saying we're top of the league. Yes, my brother, top of the league. Great stuff. And we won playing badly. Maybe David James has a point. Nah, just kidding. Just a good sign of our progress under Arteta, which is winning ugly. Hey, Dan, one of our panel members is saying, you guys are crazy. Laka scored in both of our games tonight with a brilliant header, and they're calling him out to be dropped. I think that's because, Dan, outside of the goals, he's not really done that much. But you're right. Look, he needs to be talked up, because the goals. What's a striker's job? A striker's job is to score goals. But the problem is every other thing that he's doing in this system, it just looks like he doesn't fit. But I'd be happy with him scoring in every game. And yeah, I guess if he's scoring every game, you try him out again against Liverpool and see where he goes. But I just think that Eddie's a better fit for the actual team and the system that Arteta wants to run. Terry saying we need OR and Party. Xhaka is dead food. Indeed. Yeah. Tony's saying we won't face Thiago next week. Yeah, I think that's a bit too early for Thiago to play against Arsenal.
Great news.
That's too early. And that's it, guys. Anybody with anything else to say? I think Bertram, you wanted to say something.
Look, I think it's. I am always judging a team by how they play to figure out how we're going to be against the good teams. Right? I will say this though: every one of the projected top 4 teams have had a tough first week. But it's Chelsea against Brighton, Liverpool against Leeds, Tottenham lost to Everton. City hasn't played yet, but every one of the top teams, supposedly, apart from Everton, who was not considered a top team, but who was a very good midfield, had a challenging first week. We'll see what happens with Chelsea tomorrow against Liverpool. But, I mean, you have to keep on winning, right? Winning is an imperative. We have to keep on winning. But I agree with everyone else, which is you have to have strength in numbers. And we don't have a left-back cover that's good enough, because Tierney got injured and we struggled today with Kolasinac. We don't have a creative midfielder, because William is not the answer. For those who are Christian, like I said, doesn't play CF. He's playing the 10. And what we're trying to do is push Lacazette down, creating space behind the back on the left, and playing to Aubameyang all game long. We don't do anything on the right. So the team is not balanced out like City is, where you have Sterling wide and Mahrez wide, and it creates a lot of space behind the defense in those 2 lines. We don't have that. We have one-dimensional, which is go to Aubameyang throughout the entire game and really play the right. Even Pepe came on, he got a few balls, but he's not getting the support put on the right and we put on the left. We have to balance out the team. And Nketiah should start against Liverpool, not because Laka is not playing well, but you need energy against Liverpool. You need fitness, you need energy, you need intestinal fortitude, you need people who are running all game long, running hard, not the most skillful, but you got to put the work in. And the team that played against them after the restart and in the Community Shield to the team that's on the field if Tierney is not injured.
Yeah, because Eddie was outstanding in that Community Shield game. The way he blocked out Fabinho in the middle of the park and took out their pivot man and forced them to go wide, which Liverpool had to end up doing. Robinson was their main man simply because they couldn't get the ball funneling through the channels, through the middle. And we forced them out. We forced them to be a one-dimension team under Robinson. But
the most important player is Amen. Because when we played Salah, when we played Traore in the second half, when we played Marquez, they weren't in the game. They were silent. They were oblivious. They weren't in the game at all. So if you mark out the danger player, then what they have to do is rely upon Mane on the right and Firmino, who doesn't score a lot of goals. It's a whole different game. The Liverpool midfield is not trying to be skillful and creative. All they're trying to do is get the ball up front to their creative players.
Yeah, it's fair to say that he's rested a few players thinking about the Liverpool game, but I guess we're going to have to see.
I hope so. I hope so. Yeah. I'm not sure why you want to rest El Neni, who hasn't played for us. I know he played in Turkey a lot, but he's dying to play. And he's not the answer, but he looked good in the first 2 games.
I think it was a case where he really wanted to get Ceballos back into the mix of things. And at the end of the day, he started off poor, in my opinion, but he finished strong. He got an assist. And for me, he's my man of the match at the end of the day.
I agree. I have to agree.
You know, I'll give.
I think you guys should watch the tape again, though. I think Laka had a good game. Laka's hold of play is exceptional.
Yeah.
Look when Laka get the ball with 4 people around him, he really ever loses the ball. That's hard to do as a center forward, so small, almost like a Suarez type stature, and he holds the ball up really well. He doesn't lose the ball. And Nketiah doesn't keep the ball as well as Laka does. Laka's problem is he doesn't have Nketiah's energy or his speed, and so you can't get a press that you're looking for. And today, we didn't press West Ham at all. We didn't press West Ham, which is interesting, actually.
Yeah, it's the defensive problem. Sorry, Nabil, you was going to say something.
I'm actually looking at the most recent comment. He says Arteta said best week of training since he's been here, and today was even playing in the last 15 minutes.
Mad.
That's not good actually, because best week of training being the worst performance. We got to flip that, right? We got to flip that.
Yeah.
If I'm honest, I'm quite confident coming up against Liverpool because you know what, Arteta as a manager raises his games for the big boys. That's what I've seen. Every time we've gone up against Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool, I've been like, you know what, we look shaky, we look this, but he comes up with the answers, and so does the team as well. So you know what, if it's going to be a 2-2, 1-1, or maybe we can nick a win, I'm happy, I'm confident. You know, at the end of the day, you know, the only thing,
I don't think he should play Saka against Liverpool. I think Saka struggles with those big teams.
And I think, you know what, you spoke about Ceballos being man of the match, but Saka played the key pass for Ceballos to square it for Nketiah. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes, he played the key pass for the first goal.
No. I'm talking the second goal as well. It was Saka.
So he played the key pass in both, actually.
Yeah, he picked that ball through for Ceballos to square. And for me, that's it. Everyone's talking about Ainsley Maitland-Niles, and yeah, I love him. And to be fair, he's very tight whenever he plays. But what you see with Saka, like I said from the very beginning, is that he pops off the flank.
The end product as well.
He drifts into
the problem is, guys, he gets bullied against the better teams. I'm telling you, go back and watch the tapes.
Sorry, guys. I got a shout out, a super chat here. Thank you for your contribution, Andrew. Andrew's given $4.99 to the channel. Appreciate that, brother. Cool K has dumped in another tenner. Really appreciate the donations, guys. You know, now we're on a paid-for service. It really does help with this. It really does, guys. You have no idea how much your contributions are helping out. It really does. Tony's saying Holding gets dropped. Well, we don't know what's going to happen next week, bro. I mean, anything might happen. Andrew's also saying this might work in our favor. Liverpool could write us off. Andrew's always saying Aubameyang did not score and Arsenal won. Good shout, my brother. Good shout.
Good shout. Very good shout.
Well, I think the challenge here, guys, is when you play, it's tough to play Liverpool, right? Do you play Gabriel, Holding, and Luis at the back? Are you comfortable with the lack of speed out wide, playing against Mane and Salah? It's a tough decision to make. If Tierney's injured. If Tierney's injured, I'll play Tierney. Not sure you choose between,
Somebody's saying, good point, Nabil, but because you haven't filled in the waiver at the top of the screen, we don't know who you are. Actually, let me just nip into the forums on 101 to see who. Oh, it's Bobby. Nice to hear from you, Bobby. Bobby Jones. Nice to see you, bro. Yeah, yeah, Bobby. If you fill out the waiver disclaimer, it's only about 3 clicks, and then it will be able to show your name on the YouTube forum. So that would be great. Tony's now saying back 3 out of Luis, Gabriel, Saliba. I wouldn't think we're going to see Saliba for at least maybe.
He's not ready yet.
Yeah,
he doesn't have Holding in there. He doesn't have Holding. He's Holding gets dropped.
Take Saliba out.
I take Holding.
I think the biggest problem you got there, Tony, is Pablo Mari is back in training this Wednesday, from what I've been told by Colin.
He should stay in training.
Yeah. So Colin sent me a text saying Wednesday morning he's having a final physical, and if he gets through that physical, then he'll either join training on Thursday or Wednesday.
I'm not prepared against Liverpool. No chance.
No chance.
No chance.
The last time who played against get injured last time, was it City or Liverpool? One of those teams.
Yeah,
he's not ready.
What did you think of Gabriel's performance today? I thought Gabriel was okay-ish. He snuffed out quite a few headers, some tackles that had gone beyond the line through balls. He had 3 of those that he snuffed out, but he had one where he snuffed out a tackle. The guy recovered the ball and then got to the byline. It wasn't Gabriel's fault because Gabriel was still on the floor. It was a sliding tackle that he knocked out that through ball. And then the guy just picked up the loose ball and got behind the byline. It wasn't really his fault, but he wasn't as good as he was last week, but he was still decent. I would probably give him a 7 for today because he was quite solid. And also in the first 60 minutes, Gabriel was our most progressive passer in the team. Sad, but true.
I'm sorry to say, guys, but look, today we were atrocious on crosses. Terrible. If you look at the game, they're just showing highlights on, I shouldn't say this, but on Sky Sports. I mean, I have everything here. I was telling you this. West Ham should have scored. if Antonio put his head on the ball versus his thigh, it's a goal because he couldn't miss. He should have scored. Yarmolenko should have scored when Leno dropped the ball. They got chances to score today. We are decent, but we got lucky. Gabriel's handball could have been a penalty because I saw 2 given in the first 2 weeks. The last one was today with Man U, which I didn't think was a penalty, but they gave a penalty for. So we got out of it. That's why Arteta looked so happy. We got out of jail today.
So Bertram, do you think that is confidence from Leno in goal? That those
I just think, like Ebony and Apollo's been saying, he's error prone.
I'm serious because it does make
no, he's just error prone. No, so here's the thing: you can be a brilliant footballer like Pepe and still turn the ball, and Sanchez turn the ball over a lot, right? The other team gets the ball from you, even though you're brilliant, because you're a risk taker, and when you take risks, you're gonna have sometimes things that happen not in your favor. That's Leno. He's a great shot stopper, but he makes mistakes. Yeah, today you're gonna punch that ball versus holding it. That's where you make decisions.
Leno, man,
bite you make the right decision.
The problem with Leno is that, you know, as me and Apollo have been saying so many times, you know, he has no command of his area. Martinez has all of that.
Yeah.
And when you don't have, when you have a trap, the thing is about a goalkeeper is that goalkeeper would be the last resort. If your defense is crap, then your goalkeeper is the last resort, and your goalkeeper needs to be ready to be able to save those shots. And Leno doesn't do it for me.
I mean, Leno's a great shot stopper, but that's all he can do really well. And people keep saying, "Oh, yeah, he's a great shot stopper." How much about goalkeeping do you really know? I mean, it's so much more that a goalkeeper has to do. I mean, look at the. I mean, Tony's just saying, look, he came on late, and Tony's saying Leno is the weak link, and we've been saying that all along. Kuke's saying, who would have thought Leno flapped and punched like a girl? Emi would have taken control of his box and caught them clean. And it wasn't just one cross, guys. At least 3 or 4 crosses that came in the box.
So guys, here's the problem. Emi's still in the league. So what's going to happen is, when Leno make a mistake and Martinez make a great save for Villa, you're going to hear it 24/7.
No, but
it will not go away.
Bertram, here's the thing now. With Leno, teams know what his soft spot is. So it's going to put our centre backs under more pressure throughout the season. And my concern is, obviously, it's early in the season and Leno can improve, but he's got to command the box. And that's going to be
Vinci, he can't improve. Vinci is 25, 20. He can't improve. Sorry.
We got to hope.
I don't see it.
But we got to
The thing is, though, I'd like to know what happens. I like to know what happens in training. You know, what does he do? You know,
I don't think it was training. Actually, I don't think you've been a club for 10 years, and you're playing the league you're playing Bundesliga. It's not training. Come on, training for how long? Is that the manager makes a gut decision, or believe that from a completeness standpoint, he's seen both players and he prefers Leno. I don't think it's the right decision. Maybe they thought, you know what, we sell Martinez, can get money for him. We can reinvest that money in players in certain positions, and we have to take that risk.
That's the biggest mistake that Arsenal could make. One of the biggest mistakes that they could make is selling Martinez. I know I keep going on about it, but the fact of the matter is, if you have a goalkeeper who's error-prone, you're not going to make top 4.
He's not good enough, guys. And
but maybe if this was 2 weeks ago, he may have changed his mind after this performance. But right now, it's too late.
Oh wow! It's so much to work on.
I'll tell you what, on that, you know what? It's a difficult conversation to have. It really is, because I used to play in goal, and I used to be brilliant with the reflexes, great dives, you know, I could say free kicks, penalties, you name it. But when it came to crosses, I would literally poo my pants. I just couldn't come. If I come for the ball, I flap, and if you've got a big, strong, long centre forward, you're going to get it past me. That was my kryptonite. Crosses, just like Leno, you know. But with Martinez, the thing with Martinez and Leno is, you know what? We want party. We want ooh-ah or our. You know, the money from Martinez is necessary. If we don't get that sort of money, we stand no chance of getting the player, because no one else is buying what we want to sell.
I agree.
We want to sell all these other players, but no one wants to buy them. So when someone comes in and says, look, we'll give you 20 million for your keeper, we know he's a fucking shit hot keeper, but we need that money. So we've got to sell him. And
so I agree. But here's the thing. I think when Chet joined us, I think it was John Terry said he would save us 9 points a game, right? Not sure if that's true or not. So that's the thing. People don't value goalkeeping enough to say, you know what, they can win me games. Because today,
but it's a balance.
What Martinez is strong, and he's 6'4", right? Or even above. So he commands the area. Now we know he's been with us for 10 years.
It's a balance in that. You're 100% right in what you're saying, but what will Party give us? What will OR give us?
Look, we have to get Party.
What they give us is what we need more. You saw that today. We all saw that today. The midfield is like, okay, Ceballos, he came good in the end, but really, I looked at that game, I was thinking, who the is in midfield? Who's there? Like, who had that presence?
Well, I'm gonna.
we all talk about Awa, and I'm thinking, why didn't we get Hernandez for £20-something million?
Well, I'm gonna say this again. I mean, Leno's cost us 9 goals in the last 18 months, and today, and he could have cost us another one today. And there was even one cross that came over, and he was gonna go for it, and he just pulled out.
That's
and I was like, "Excuse me," and the ball fell.
And this is a number one goalkeeper.
What he's weak at is what we are weak at as a team. We are weak at crosses as a defense, and our keeper is worse than our defense when it comes to crosses. So they exacerbate the problem.
You have to remember, and I said this on Tuesday's show, and I said it last week Sunday, Arsenal are last in the Premiership at set pieces. We let more goals in set pieces than any other team. When you find a guy like Martinez, who is a commanding presence, and now we're back to the same problems that we had previously before. And today, against a side in the bottom half of the table, you could see how teams could easily expose that. I mean, this big shout out to Holding and Gabriel. They had 7 block shots between the both of them today. And when you saw Leno scuff that one, and it fell to, I think it was Declan Rice, and he shot it. It was Holding who made the block. If that doesn't happen, the ball goes into the back of the net. What do you do?
Left-hand drive team.
Actually, I'm watching RU's penalty against Manu. He should never take a penalty ever again in football. Like, you walk up to the spot, is it RU from Crystal Palace? I'm watching him on the tube take a penalty. He should never take a penalty ever again.
Hold on. Are you saying that a team had a penalty at Old Trafford?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody's the other way around, but yes, they had a penalty. Yeah.
Boy, the lockdown is truly.
I'm telling you, Zaha looked good today. Zaha looked very good today. You actually scored 3. You only got 2.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'm quietly confident. It's like everybody says. Everybody's been saying the same thing. When you play bad and win. You know, and for large parts we did control the game, albeit until they scored. You know, again, like I said, Arteta, you know, he's a good tactician. We've still got players to come back from injury. Let's just hope we can get them at least one of the midfielders that we're looking for, and I'll be quietly confident.
Yeah. Here's the thing, guys. So when we played Liverpool the last 2 times, Martinez kept, right?
Yeah.
I think we need a new goalkeeper.
Look, all I'm saying is when we sold Martinez, I went down from us. I said we're going to finish 4th, and I made everybody know that. In fact, I said that 6 weeks ago. And as soon as we sold Martinez, I changed it for us to finish 6th. I just don't have any confidence in the goalkeeper because, look, I'm the one that's been looking throughout the whole thing in the Bundesliga and everything else. Most people seem to ignore the fact that he's been the most mistake-prone goalkeeper in both leagues. They seem to he's a great shot stopper. It's like, seriously, guys, have you seen his distribution?
But
today his distribution was awful.
But goalkeeping is more than shot stopping.
Of course.
But I would say if we get Partey and a while, we'd be okay. If we get Partey and a while, we'd be okay.
Purple is saying Chelsea got top 4 with Kepa. Yeah, that's because Chelsea's got a better overall team.
So did Man U with
Chelsea's got a better overall team. We beat them in the FA Cup final because of the manager. I've said it many times. Chelsea and Man United's the one biggest weakness is their managers. That's it. You know, I don't know what's going to happen next week. As Bertram alluded to, we beat Liverpool, we beat Man City, we beat Chelsea in the final, or we beat Wolves, all while having Martinez in goal. I'm not sure that can happen with Leno, and we're going to find out because
Leno reminds me of Fabianski.
I don't
Very
know who. Leno reminds me. I'm not even going to say that because I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going to go there.
It starts with A?
Yeah, it does. You know, and look, I'm gonna. Somebody says, I think it's Andrew. I'm just trying to find Andrew's comment. Andrew makes something comment about his height. Long balls. He's saying basically you can't be dominant. The greatest small goalkeeper, Shane Given. You know, Shane Given was only 5'11". And it's hard to be a dominant goalkeeper in the box when you're so small.
But Leno's 6'2".
He's a good height. He just doesn't have a big frame. He's a good height.
Yeah, 6'1.5".
Martinez is big and athletic. Martinez is just huge.
It's not just big and athletic. If you see, remember when we showed that he was showing his guns, he was flexing like this, and you could see you could see his guns, man. He had some trigger on his guns. Yeah, he had some serious.
He's gonna be flexing up north. He won't be flexing in London.
I just think there's a thing with Leno. He's just anxious. His first instinct is just anxiety, and it just doesn't make people relaxed around him. I mean, look at that cross that came in and where he went out to it and then he went back. There was no defender who was going to get that cross.
He went into his own player.
But you guys have to understand this, which is he's not confident on crosses, right? When you're pouring something, it happens.
Guys, I've got a question.
But when that kind of a cross comes, you expect the goalkeeper to run and catch it, but not Leno.
Yeah.
What Leno likes to do a lot is he likes to punch the ball out. And sometimes that's not good because he ends up punching the ball to an opposing player.
When he punches a hole, it doesn't matter. He still makes mistakes. Today made a mistake.
JK, the problem, there's twofold there. Man United struggled to get in the top four last season, and they had a front four that scored more goals than Liverpool's. So I think that's why Man United was successful. Had they not had that front line, a devastating front line of attack that they've got, Bertram has been saying for the last 7 days how much teams' firepower have in the top 5, top 6 teams. Loaded all across the board, and Gareth Bale going to Spurs only makes Tottenham a part of the argument now that teams are just fully loaded at the front end. And if Man United's not like, if they're not like that, then with the errors, and you're right, when I talk about Bert Leno was the most error-prone goalkeeper, in fact, in the last 18 months, De Gea has been the third. So, and then we know about Kepa, them teams, but the difference with them teams is, like Chelsea, when they get a man that's carrying on with them dibby business, they just sell. Don't matter how much they paid for him, they just sell him, walk him out the door, and then bring someone in new. I think it worked for the reverse with Arsenal. Arsenal now, you're talking about bringing in a backup keeper. This guy we're bringing in doesn't even start for his team.
Apollo,
he gave up 61 goals in 36 games.
Apollo, I've got a question for you guys, though, right? Because really, this is what it comes down to. You got a choice. You got Party. You got Owa, or you got Leno. Who do you choose?
One of the three?
Yep.
Martinez.
You would choose. All right, sorry, you're right. Martinez is a choice, not Leno. You would choose Martinez for this team over Party or Owa.
Yeah.
No, I'm choosing Party. I'm choosing Party. Our stomach is weak. Our stomach is weak. Our core
You
is
should
weak.
do a poll. You should do a poll. You should do a poll.
Our core is weak.
It's a good one.
Actually, okay. So let's rip that up right now. Let's put that on the YouTube channel right now. Because as we know, a good goalkeeper can save you between 9 to 10 points a season. We need that. Unfortunately, we have the goalkeeper in charge who, while he's and believe me, I'm not.
Listen, I'm sorry, I've got to stop you. Leno is not that bad. Okay, he's not.
I was just about to say that. Yeah,
he's not he's not going to do well at the crosses, but he's not a flipping weak link. You're acting like he's just hopeless, like he's a weak link. He ain't that bad. Yes, we know that with the crosses, we know that with the balls over the top, Martinez is better. But what I'm saying is, Leno does enough for you to have someone like Party who you need much more.
Yeah, no, I don't think that.
So there are degrees here, guys. There are degrees, right? So the difference between.
You're on about Xhaka every single week. Every single week on about Xhaka. Let me give it to you in real perspective. Xhaka's like a 5. Party's like an 8.5. There's a big difference there.
Yeah, I don't agree about the Leno. Statistically, again, we talk about that because it doesn't lie. He's caused more goals through his own errors than any goalie in the league, and not just in the Premier. Hold on, and not just in the Premiership. He did it in the Bundesliga as well.
What about his saves? You got to balance it. You got to.
No, you can't, because goalkeepers.
Here's the thing: you can't think about it.
Hold on, Bertrand. World-class goalkeepers are judged on their mistakes. You look at Neuer, you look at all of them. The greatest goalkeepers make the fewest mistakes. Don't matter what saves you make. If you're costing your team with your errors, teams cannot carry that. The mistakes that Mustafi's made, the mistakes that Xhaka has made, David Luiz, to be a title-winning team, not top four you can sneak in there, you get away with it. But to win a title, you cannot be that team that has defenders who cost you goals, goalkeepers that cost you can't do it. And if you're on that path, if Arteta wants to be as ambitious to win the title, you can't do it with Leno. You can't. And the saves, I agree with you on the saves, and he's pulled out some saves that have been amazing. He's saved us in some games, but he's cost us too. He's cost us, and that
you can never take away the fact that he has had man of the match on a few games.
Yeah,
and he has been, and there have been games where he's been the best player, but compare him to Martinez, and I don't care what anyone says, and I don't care if people think I'm going on, but I will go on about it until the cows come home. At the end of the day, we sold the wrong goalkeeper.
Guys, here's a question. No, here's a question. So what Nabil is saying is this: it's about degrees. So the question is, in your core, is a Partey versus Xhaka and a Leno versus Martinez. If we're reinvesting the money in a Partey, then the question you have to yourself is, do I need to strengthen my core? Then I more need to strengthen my goalkeeping. It's a zero-sum game. I can't do both. It's a zero-sum game.
Yeah, Nabil, can I get the question? I'm putting it up on the YouTube polling now. How did you frame the question?
It's just quite simply a choice. Who do you choose? You can only choose one. For this team, who do we need more? Partey, Aouar, or Martinez?
It has to be Partey.
Basically, what you're saying is strengthen the midfield. Then it wouldn't. Right, strengthen the midfield so that it's strong enough so that Leno doesn't have to worry.
The point for me is like, it's all about this balance, right? Yes, Martinez is better. Yes, Leno is full of mistakes. But really what I'm looking at is, where is my team weaker? Between the sticks or in the midfield? And I'm going to go midfield all day long. We are weak in the midfield.
But then when you have a weak goalkeeper, because midfield players can make mistakes.
It's one or the other.
Midfield players can make mistakes, but then when that ball goes to the goalkeeper and he's making mistakes, we have problems.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Okay, this is the thing. I'm just going to let you come in here, Vinny. But this is the thing. It's like, where are we more vulnerable? Yes, we are vulnerable between the sticks. Yes, we know that Leno's going to make some errors. But when I look at the midfield today, and I look at the sticks today, I say we need that area in midfield covered far more than we need it.
Right, I get you right. So my question then goes back to, we are the most vulnerable, and this subjective, guys. No, there is no right or wrong answer. But in my opinion, we are the most vulnerable in the goalkeeping position, because we were the worst team against set pieces in the league. You cannot make the top four. You cannot win the title if you don't have a solid foundation at the back. And having a solid goalkeeper, that reflects over to your defenders, your centre-backs. A commanding goalkeeper.
Sorry.
So I'll say a couple of things. One is the choice between Xhaka and Partey or Emi and Leno. Right? And I would also say this, which is, you can know the importance of a player when everybody's trying to buy the player. Martinez only played for one half of the season when we were seeing him at the top flight, and he had so many teams trying to pursue him, which gives you an indication that people really value his capability. Because why would so many teams why would they pay $20 million pounds in this environment for a goalkeeper when you already have goalkeepers in your team? It suggests they believe they can win you games. So I don't disagree with that concept, but here's the thing. Partey or Xhaka, Emi or Leno? If we invest the money in Partey, that's the question.
Yes, that is the question. What would you choose, B?
Hold on, sorry. What? I've already put the question down anyway.
I think it's a tough one. Because
I would go Partey. I have to go Partey.
Okay.
Our middle is weak.
Yeah,
hey, Partey has height. Partey has skill. Partey can make a pass. I watched him against Liverpool in the Champions League. He was complete.
Yeah.
And is a
Me
monster.
personally, as a player, I would prefer Partey. Yeah, I would prefer Partey. However, over the season, the problem we've got is we've got young defenders, and if I'm looking at Leno over the season, shot stopping great. If he's not going to build confidence, I'm looking. We have to not concede more goals than about 40, 45 goals. And that is going to be a challenge, not just for Partey, defense and Leno. So I would agree. Partey is the one to get, but it's very close. It's very close.
I hear a lot of people saying that Nketiah prefers Awad and Partey. I assume that because last year we didn't score a ton of goals, even though we talked about how bonded front three, we weren't hitting the net continuously. So I think he wants that creativity. Having said that, if your core is strong, you'll be okay. And look at what what's his name from Everton did. He got Allen, who's a destroyer, and he surrounded Allen with an athlete in the core, and he put Hernandez up front to be creative. He doesn't even play with 3 up front. He's basically playing with 2 up front and 4 midfielders. Because he believes that your core needs to be strong. My core can get me forward. My core can defend me. Yeah. Our core is not strong. Our core is weak.
Yeah. It's literally non-existent.
Yeah,
that's my belief. It's literally non-existent.
So, guys, the poll is up on the YouTube poll on the YouTube channel right now, and just to have a look at it quickly, it says you can choose only one for the team's success, and it's got OR, Thomas Partey, or it says Martinez or a better goalkeeper. And so far we've got 6. I know. And so far we've got 6 votes. We've got Ora at 17% of the vote, Partey 17% of the vote, and the goalkeeping situation is 67% of the vote.
They reacted to today's game. No,
it's not a reaction to today's game. It's a reaction to Leno.
The performance will definitely, for today's game, will definitely give you a
I think
reaction.
it is. I think it is. The way Leno spilled that ball, it was like, oh, God, no, this is what we've been saying about you all.
Well, think about it this way. When Leno got hurt, we were all up in arms saying, what the hell are we going to do? Yeah. When Leno got hurt, when we played against Brighton, there was a view that we're dead in the water.
Yeah, from me and Ebony. Not from
you and Ebony, but I know there are a lot of people who were very concerned about how we move forward. And Martinez was a revelation. Having said that, he wanted more money. He wanted to play number 1. And Arteta decided to go with Leno. So we all have to just bite the bullet and go get Partey. That's all I'm saying. We can't complain. We can't worry about Leno anymore because what's done is done. We could talk about
if our midfield is weak, which it is, then get Partey. It is extremely weak. My mum can create more passes in midfield, and she's 75.
Nabil, put that post on the Facebook group as well, so we can get the poll.
I don't even think our midfield is weak. I think it's non-existent. Credit to Ceballos, he's done what he's done, right? But look, if it's not Xhaka jumping, if it's not Saka jumping off the flank and dropping into that left attack midfield position, we had no creativity, none whatsoever. And even when you're talking about protecting the back line, Xhaka doesn't fill me with confidence.
And thus, this always leans back to Xhaka. Argument, the discussion always comes back to the limitations.
That's why I say
my answer to that question, Joseph, is there is something that Arteta sees in Xhaka that we can't see. He can't tackle.
I don't think that's
something that every manager sees in Xhaka that we can't see.
Ebony, I just think that we just haven't got the right play in that spot, and he's the only option. There's no such thing as I can choose between A, B, or C. There is A option, and that's it. That's why he starts.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. We have Elneny, we have Torreira.
You said that 2 weeks ago,
No, but you missed my point though, which
You
is
said
it's
the
not the
same
only
thing.
option we have. The manager's midfield is the best option. We have Torreira, we have Elneny. They play every manager, Wenger, Lundqvist, every manager plays it.
Oh, God.
Tony, you're not well, you know, you're touched. You're not,
Jacket is past his donkey. Well, you know.
And you know what's funny about all of this?
What's
So
that?
everybody here say this, which is if it's AFTV on this forum like Torreira, and yet Emery and Arteta didn't fancy Torreira.
Oh, I'm in tears.
But then Torreira was injured though. Torreira was injured.
When he wasn't
Emery-
injured, Xhaka played all the time. Xhaka always plays.
Yeah, but right with Torreira, he got injured under Arteta. Under Emery, Torreira was played out of position.
Yeah, Emery
those are two things that you have to take into consideration.
Emery ruined him.
Look, guys, he's fit now. He's fit now, isn't he?
the thing
He's
is,
not in the
what now?
squad. I know they're trying to sell him, but why are you selling a player? We all think, well, no, we are. I think Torreira gets overrun against a better team, just like Saka does. I'm telling you, when you play Liverpool, when you play Man City, Torreira is not dominant. You don't see him; he gets overrun. Saka also gets overrun. Even though I love Saka, but when he gets a better team, they get overrun. I'm telling you, small stature, not overly quick, they get overrun. And Saka is a very good player, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, you've made this point before. Sorry, go on, Vincey, go on.
I mean, it does hurt because I love that position, and I've got a vision of a type of player that I would have. I'd have a party there, but right now, I would play Xhaka there. I would play him there, and he's not the quickest, professionally wise. He does it for Arteta. It's painful because the eye test is like, it's that position, I need more. But he's performing with his limited capabilities. And that, if the rest of the team around him can perform. I mean, today we didn't have Tierney. Big loss. Huge loss.
Agreed.
You know, so if Tierney was there, I don't think Xhaka playing the way how he's playing would have caused us as much of a problem.
I just had a look at AFTV stats, and they say Granit Xhaka versus West Ham. Most passes, 118. Most successful passes, 106. Most passes in opposition half, 68. Most touches, 130. That's Xhaka.
Yeah, my only concern about this is that there's stats, and then there's effective stats.
Because
you don't like stats, man.
I love stats when they're meaningful. I love stats. I'm a stats person, but effective stats is more important.
But he doesn't travel. He doesn't travel well, so those passes are only going to go sideways.
Yeah,
exactly.
I want to know how many chances created, how many assists did he get. Those are the ones that really make a difference. Because I only saw him play one ball forward, and it was a good ball.
No, my center midfielder. I'm not looking for a center midfielder. I'm looking. How many passes did you break up? How many tackles did you have? How many balls did you win? Because you're a CM. That's your day job.
That's your day job. That's what you're supposed to do.
I should create my chances. Your job is to break up plays, be a destroyer, like Alan does for Tottenham, or Fernandinho does for Man City, or Henderson does, or Fabinho does for Liverpool. I'm not looking for you to create assists. You're a CM. Now, if you have the ability to do that, that's fine. But that's not your primary job.
I think the funny thing is that Arteta thinks like me. And he thinks, fuck the goalkeeper, we need some midfielders.
Tony said, listen, Tony's killing me. Tony saying, you man are gassing over Elneny and he's a donkey too. Come on, man, give the man a little respect. At least make him a donkey with a captain's hat on. Come on, do something.
No, the donkey had surgery. The donkey had surgery. He's got some bionic legs. They get better.
You know what? Moving forward temporarily, we could actually play Elneny instead of Xhaka.
No, I think
they'll never do that. That won't happen.
Andrew's got this.
His range of passing is not there.
Andrew said this game was to play Ozil. He has the vision to unlock defenses.
Oh God. I'm getting
Victor,
ahead.
nice to hear from you, Victor. Let me know what you thought of the game today. Victor said, mature debate, guys. I love it. Yeah, listen, you only get the best on 101 on Arsenal here. You know that, man. Going over to the vote, the poll. The poll now has shifted somewhat now that we've had all 4,000 of you YouTubers who subscribe to the channel on this. Our is 40%, party just 10%.
Wow.
50% is keeping Martinez.
50.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is there a
Well, now,
buyback clause?
people love Martinez. People love Martinez. Look, he did a lot, right? In a short period of time, he was effective. He made ridiculous save. I remember the save in Trent Alexander-Arnold against Liverpool. He made ridiculous saves. That save was ridiculous. So
But can I just say Can I just say that with Martinez, it's been longer than a short amount of time. The amount of games that he's played in the UEFA, remember that, yeah?
Well, he gave up 5 against Liverpool, so I wouldn't go that
how good he was
far.
in UEFA, and then Arteta made the big mistake against Olympiacos, put Leno there, and what happened?
Leno makes a lot of mistakes. Now you think about it. Against Chelsea is my very problem. When we leading Chelsea 1-0 and he gave up that cross that, what's his name, scored, the midfielder. And that was last year, actually. He does make mistakes, which can cost us.
Xhaka had 13 attempted. He won 13 attempted tackles out of 17.
Out of how many?
Out of 17.
That's bloody good.
13.
That is very good, actually.
Did you say 13 out of 17?
Yeah.
That's a great percentage.
That's quality.
Where did you get that from? Who scored?
Whoscored.com, yeah.
That's quality.
Interesting.
That's quality.
I'd like to see Opta confirm
Well,
that.
that's the thing. You see, that's the thing. You see, if Xhaka is
I
going
didn't see that at all.
If he's going to raise his game and be consistent, then I'll go with Martinez. If he's going to raise his game and be consistent, I'll go with Martinez. But for me personally, every single time I watch Arsenal, it's the midfield that worries me. It's the midfield that's a problem. It's everything that a midfield should be. It's creating and it's protecting, and I just don't see it. You know. To be fair, when we started the game, we looked really well. We kept possession well. We looked very comfortable. Apart from you sort of saw that we was a bit disjointed. But once the pressure was on,
sorry, Polly, that was team stats. That was team.
I thought so.
Yeah.
That's why I'm looking it up now.
Team
I'm on
stats.
Opta. I'm on Opta at the moment. And
He had 2 aerials won. Touches, he had 130, which was the most in the team.
mate,
You can't expect that being centre. Pass accuracy, he had 89%, which is still good because it's always 5 yards anyway. And his rating was 6.83.
yeah, it's still quite low.
I'm just wondering, is there a buyback clause for Martinez?
Money back, yeah.
I thought about whether the buyback or sell. I
serious.
thought about that, actually.
Is there a buyback clause?
Guys, I'm going to be real.
We don't know.
Guys, I'm going to watch back in the day.
It was painful seeing Martinez leave.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, a goalkeeper in a stature, I'm going to go way back. I'm going to go back to Seaman. You know, Seaman's presence in goal.
Thank you very much.
Seaman's presence in goal is like, you see the man stand up.
Thank you.
It's like,
Safe
we haven't
hands.
had that.
Mate, come on. That you're being a bit too hard now. Seaman.
No, bro.
That's
No,
a
I'm
different
serious.
level.
You know what? Seaman will just stand up. We're not talking about them. Look, he's got big hands. He's got that presence.
Oh, come on, man. Seaman and Lechman and we've had some really good goalkeepers. Come on.
I know, but I'm talking about presence. I'm talking about presence in goal.
Yeah, mate.
Lehman was good in goal as well. But Seaman, I totally agree.
I wasn't a big Lehman fan.
Lehman was good. Lehman was definitely.
Lehman make rash decisions.
He was better than Leno.
He did.
was better than Leno.
Yeah, he's better than Leno, but he make a lot of rash decisions.
The point I'm making is, if you don't unearth a gem like that, be prepared to spend like 80, 90 million if you want a keeper like that now.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
And that's the thing. You're talking big money, and we just shipped one off for 20 mil.
How much was Leno? He was only a couple of million. He's only like 40 million odd, wasn't he?
No,
he was
supposed
supposed to 18 million.
18?
Yeah, he was supposed to.
For 18 million.
When I spoke to a few agents and I said to them, surely he must be about 35, 40 million. and they said to me, Apollo, there were teams that were talking to Arsenal and they were only talking about Martinez. When they realized that there was a problem between the club with 2 starters, the team started making phone calls, and the only goalkeeper they were interested in keeping was Martinez. That's all. They weren't even interested in Leno.
Hold on. Who's Germany's number 2 then?
Leno.
Yeah, it never used to be. He was dropped, wasn't he, because of all the mistakes in the Bundesliga. So
they used 3. They used 3, but Leno, I think.
Yeah. So
where's Sturger from? Sturger at Barcelona.
He's I think he's German. So they have 3.
No,
they have 3.
Okay. Yeah,
so I don't know if he got injured the last time they played in Champions League, but Leno played, I think, the last game. But look,
everyone's reading this thing that I put at the bottom here. Does that give us any luck for next week?
Yeah, Sturgen. He's German.
Yeah, he's number 2.
Yeah, he's number 2.
He didn't look good in Champions League either. He looks shell-shocked.
He's good. He's quality. But that's the thing.
He's a quality keeper.
He's quality. If you make a couple of mistakes, all of a sudden people start talking. But you got to look
at he's quality. He's sick.
He's quality. He's a proper keeper.
Yeah, I agree with Tony. We've not had a good goalkeeper since Lehmann, and we still
exactly.
don't.
I agree.
I think we're gonna regret selling Martinez though. Even if we get, I think we're gonna regret selling Martinez.
Yeah, me too as well. I mean,
look. I've been watching us for a long time. He's quality. And he's been here for 10 years. I didn't really see the quality before the lockdown. But after the lockdown, watching him play and watching the saves he makes, I know he can play with his feet too, which is something Czech couldn't do.
When I saw it 2 years in the Europa Cup, and me and Ebony were talking about this 2 years ago and saying, hold on a second, this guy is better than Pulisic. Because at the time we just sold Ospina. I think it was just Ospina was the goalkeeper in the 2017 FA Cup against Chelsea when we won, and we were looking at where we were going to move on, who we were going to bring in, and me and Ebony was like, this guy has been there 7 years. He needs to be Arsenal's number 1. And then we went out on Leno because everybody was out buying 60, 70 million goalkeepers, and Leno was sold for 18 million because he was chastised. He was dropped from the German national team. He caused 11 goals in one season, which led the Bundesliga, and Arsenal pounced on it because he was cheap. No other reason. Nobody would touch him.
Well, this makes my question still stand. Is there a buyback clause?
Yeah, I think that. No. You know what it's like?
I don't think we can afford him.
I think we're just going to move on from Martinez. He's now Villa player. We're just going to move on from Martinez.
When the market comes back, he's going to be worth 60.
I don't know about 60, but 40 I think I'd call.
I think he'd be worth 40, 50 mil. I'm surprised Chelsea didn't pursue him.
Yeah,
I'm surprised Chelsea didn't pursue him.
I think if Leno has a good season, he's a £40 million keeper as well.
At the moment, you wouldn't even get what we got for Martinez.
He was not good today. Yeah. He wasn't good today at all. Against a poor team, by the way.
I think he's good in New York's criticism.
So, Nabil, tell me, okay, as a keeper, how hard is it to change from catching the ball to punching?
It's not that hard. It's not that hard. What's hard is the judgment. It's the judgment before that, the few seconds before that, the couple of steps you take before that.
Okay.
That's what makes keepers flap, and that's when you can't. That's when it's too late to change. But if you go for it and you decide you're going to punch the ball, you're fine. You're going to punch it
because he doesn't catch.
It's hard
not catching it.
People
he's not big enough. He doesn't have the presence. Like when Martinez is running to collect a ball, like you know about it. Because he's got such anticipation. He's quicker off his line than Leno is. If you look at the game against Liverpool in the Community Shield, when he came out on Mane twice, Mane broke the lines, got through 1-on-1. Who was there right in front of him? Boom, Martinez.
Okay, but guys, it's not always about height because Fabian Barthez never really had any problems. That much problems coming for crosses. His timing was exceptional. It's just like when you look at players like Fabian. Was it Cannavaro? Cannavaro is not a big flipping typecast centre back, but
you got to read the game. You got to read the game.
You're right, but I think the the advantage, Martinez has is just so imposing. And I talk about his torso and his arms. He's just a bully.
I think it's more like his conviction. I think it's more like his conviction. He's good at that. He knows he's good at that, so he's confident going for that. When you know you're not good at that, it's a problem.
Yeah, he's just a bully. And Leno has a smaller frame. He's 6'1.5". It just is not. He's just not imposing. He just isn't as imposing.
Never has been.
You know, he hasn't. He hasn't, and that's always been what's held him back. And people talk like things have changed for him. They haven't.
I'll tell you what. One quick thing. I'll tell you what will be his saving grace.
What's that?
Stay on your fucking line.
You know what I mean?
When you've got the reflexes, and you can dive, and he has showed that he has that.
Yeah.
He has showed on a number of occasions he has that. Just that's what the goalkeeping coach should be saying to him. That's what David Luiz should be saying to him. Don't come to it. I'll get it.
No, but I think the problem is, guys, is that teams know our weakness.
Exactly.
So we're just gonna lob the ball in the box. And we're gonna struggle.
Kuke says Nabil swears a lot, doesn't he? Yeah, guys. Sorry, if you guys don't know, the reason why we don't swear on live show is because we get demonetized. So
4,000 subscribers is a lot.
Yeah, but take for instance, there's companies like Nintendo that won't monetize this video because it's got swearing in it. So that's why we really don't swear. That's all right. Kuke.
Is the curse police.
Curse police.
No, it's true. I can't help it, especially when it comes to football. Sorry.
Hey, listen, I remember when we were going to start up live commentaries, and Ebony, the first thing Ebony said to me, Apollo, I'm not sure if I want to be a part of that because when we lose, you ain't going to like what you see. I said to her, honey, look, don't worry, man, just bring your A game.
Yeah. I tend to do that more. I tend to swear
listen
more.
To Victor. Victor's being naughty. I'm going to tell the African Guna on you, mate. Oh, he's gone Vincey or the African Guna. Who would you take?
African Guna has been busy in the chat, isn't he?
Yeah, he has. I would take both of them because remember we can have up to 10 people in the panel.
In a politician.
Yeah,
guys,
that's right.
I've got some numbers, guys. I've got some numbers. So the poll, I asked, you can only choose one to strengthen this team for top 4. Who do you choose? And how do you say it? Uwar is leading with 10 votes.
Yeah, he's leading mine as well.
Party is second with 4 votes. Emi Martinez has no votes.
Right, so on my one,
is that on Facebook? Wow,
that's on Facebook. So on the YouTube one now is gathering a lot of steam. YouTube vote is Ora at 40%, Party now 25%, Martinez 35%. So Ora is leading the charge.
Ora is news of the day.
It makes sense.
That's what it is. He's news of the day.
Martinez is good, but our keeper is not that bad. He's not. I get what you're saying. What you're saying is correct, but he's not that bad. He's like I said. If we can get a player like Ora in our team, what you saw today is where we was lacking. That is more likely to win us games than Leno losing us games.
Yeah. The only thing I say about that is that I watch our Klopp build his team, and what he ended up having is needing a centre back and a goalkeeper. So what he did was solidify all the positions.
Iniesta, you know.
And when he had the last 2, he went on and bought the best of the best, actually. So if we had a good goal, I prefer Partey than Martinez, but if we had a good goalkeeper, the question is, we should go find the money. Why don't we go borrow from the window just like Tottenham did? Tottenham borrow from the window and then go get Bale. Why can't we do that and go get Partey?
Guys, I gotta show you something here from the polls. Here we go from the 101 YouTube channel poll. Look at this. This is who's currently winning the transfer window. Chelsea 62%, Everton 2%, Arsenal 32%, Leeds 1%, Man City 2%.
Man City ain't bought anybody.
Apollo, I had to comment on that because I wanted to do Liverpool only because I did comment, but they didn't buy anybody until afterwards with Thiago and Jota. But that
Nah, I think Everton is winning this hands down.
Everton,
Why
yeah.
are they only on
I think Everton would. I don't see why people keep saying Chelsea when they haven't fixed their defense
why 132?
or their midfield.
Oh my!
How come we be on
word.
32?
I don't know. Well, I am an Arsenal podcast.
Because people think about Gabriel and Saliba.
Yeah. I am an Arsenal content creator, so there's probably the reason why there's all Arsenal fans on there. But let me just have a look at this transfer market thing here.
Apollo, you should put that one on Twitter as well. Put that poll on Twitter as well.
Yeah,
So you
hold
can
on a
get some,
second. Somebody's knocking my office trying to come in. I'll be back. I'll be back in a moment.
Who's this?
Everton spent 60-some million pounds and have 3 starting midfielders.
Who's Pugilist boy boxer?
Tony
Who's the
Tony.
on 101?
Tony Cox.
Oh yeah, okay. I don't.
It's Tony.
For a minute, man. He said I want to give Nabil a coach a lesson on goalkeeping. Mate, I was good. I was world class. But like I said, when it came to the crosses and stuff like that, it just wasn't my thing. It was all about acrobatics and like diving at the feet of strikers, charging out, you know. But crosses, that was my kryptonite, man. I sympathise or I empathise with Leno. I know what he's going through, but it don't make him a crap keeper. You know, yeah, he will cost you a couple of goals, but he'll save you a lot more, I think.
Arsenal.
No, I mean, I've seen Partey being used not so much as a defensive, but as an attacking central midfielder, and the guy is a beast.
Yeah.
I don't think he's attacking though. I think he's a complete midfielder.
Yeah, but he can in that final third. He's a beast.
He is.
And
he's a beast all over the field.
Yeah,
he's a beast everywhere.
And I think in that position, you know, a midfielder, as you say, Bertrand, driving through and finishing, beast.
We haven't had a good center midfielder in forever.
Yeah.
I probably keep talking about Coughlin. Coughlin was okay.
Okay.
He was.
No.
He was okay.
No, he wasn't okay. He was.
All I can remember is Hazard in flying off Hazard like he's a fly at a wall. I can remember is Hazard dribbling past him and he's flying off.
In 2005, and Mertesacker and Coughlin were a big reason for that. And we sold them. We got rid of Mertesacker and we took him out of the team, replaced him with Mustafi, and we sold Coughlin for 10 million and a bag of chips to Valencia and replaced him with Xhaka. And since then, we ain't made the top 4.
Look, I don't disagree that he's a better defensive. Coughlin wasn't a good passer. He was an okay passer, right?
Yeah, he was average.
He wasn't a great center midfielder. He played. He's hardworking, almost like an Allen with less ability from Everton. I'm telling you, he's Allen with less ability.
No.
In fact, Allen is much better than Coughlin.
How many? No. How many times, guys, you've been on the forums for years. You've seen all the stuff I've shown you. Not only was he the most combative, he led Europe. He was a top 5 in Europe.
Yes, he did at a time.
Right. Yeah. But that was the year I'm talking about.
Yeah.
We took a guy who was Bertrand
Valencia, wasn't it? Valencia.
That's right. So we took a guy who was in a top 5 duels won and passes intercepted in Europe, and we got rid of him and replaced him. Mustafi and Xhaka, they've been bottom of the pile in terms of statistics, defensive statistics. As Bertram said, you don't need a guy to create and assist. In that position, you need him to defend. And that's what Coughlin did. He did nothing but defend. He was amazing. And we still haven't replaced him. 5 years on, and we're still looking for a defensive midfielder.
How old was he? It's his story and Torreira's story is similar.
He must be about 30 now.
They were just not handled properly.
They wasn't.
Yeah. I think sometimes you don't do enough. So you have certain good attributes, but you don't do enough. You're not as well rounded enough. So Torreira, for example, he put a foot in. He passed like a nene. He's quick when he makes his passes. But I'm telling you guys, look at Torreira against the big teams. He gets overrun. It's like he's not even there. They just play around him. And you need legs in your midfield. We don't have the legs. We don't have the athleticism.
Do you think we were targeting players based on their salary more than their
Here
attributes.
we go.
Because
I think everyone's looking for that gem for a low price.
No, but
And he was well respected in Italy, by the way. I mean, he's well respected in Italy.
Who?
No, but think about it.
When he came to Torreira, he's well respected in Italy.
Yeah, he's 29 years old, 5'9", 29 years old, tackled like a truck.
Yeah.
His vision was impeccable. He had among the best vision in the league. That's the reason why he was in the top 5 in Europe for passes intercepted. He could read the game so well. He snuffed out attacks. He won duels. He got stuck in. He was a ball winner. That's why I like El Nene. El Nene is a competent passer, very accurate. He's tidy. He's neat, but he's a ball winner. He goes in. He wins the ball. He plays off to the next guy. That's all you need him to do. You don't need any of the fancy stuff. Just do your job.
Would you play El Nini alongside Alwa instead of Xhaka?
Would I play? Sorry, I'll say again.
Alwa is going to be the 10, right?
Just to win the ball and give it away nice and simple.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would.
I'll have to rotating.
El Nene is a better player than Xhaka every day of the week. He's got more range, more vision. Yeah, he's better with the ball at his feet. He doesn't get scared with oncoming traffic. He's just a better player. He's just a better player. I just looked at Man City, guys. Man City have spent 79 million in the market. Aki, Torres, Morano, Couto, Kabore. Yeah, they've bought a ton of players. That's probably why they're getting such high marks. Guys, we've got a couple of minutes before we shut it down. I've got to take my daughter back to university. I didn't realize she was still here.
I need to shut down now, to be honest.
Yeah. So, guys, I want to thank all of you lot for participating in the chat. Great result today. I got nothing against the result. And if you get a bad one, guy, look, it was a poor team sheet. We got away with it, and we stole this one. So I'm happy with the result. How about you guys?
Win ugly, walk away.
Yeah, 3 points.
That's it.
Can't say no more.
Well, I'll say 6 points, and let's hope the number keep going up by 3 in the right direction.
I hear you, man. We're top of the league, man.
That's it, man.
Everton may be ahead of us, aren't they? They have a lot of goals.
Yeah, Ebony said, no, it's 4. It's a 4-point goal difference. It's 4 goal difference, which we had because we had 3 goals last week and 1 today. So we're still, by definition, higher than ever. So we should still be top.
No, but then they score 5 and 1 6. They have a 4 goal difference.
No, because they had it was 5-2, so they had a 3 goal.
Yeah, 5-2 and 1-0.
We're dead
level.
We're dead level, but they will put Everton higher because
they have more goals. They have more goals.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's dead level. The goal difference is 4, both of us.
Yeah, and Leeds have had 14 goals in 2 games.
It's still good.
So if Leeds keep going, we probably have about 200 plus. They lead goals and they score goals.
Excellent. All right, guys. Thanks for today. We will see you tomorrow, Sunday at 8 o'clock live. Actually, no, Sunday at 7 o'clock live here for the player ratings, and we'll go through all sections. And it's going to be dreadful. It ain't going to be pretty, guys. So listen, I'll see you all there. Peace. Right back at you, man. And
Blessings.
Peace out.
Thanks.